You're the third employee I've talked to. And I don't want to have to ask again. Do you or do you not have any Magic the Gathering Avatar The Last Airbender collector booster packs? It says you have them in store online. And no, they're not Pokemon cards. So don't even ask.
PlayStation ain't dead, dead. PlayStation ain't dead, dead. PlayStation ain't dead, dead. PlayStation ain't dead, dead. You heard what I said. PlayStation ain't dead.
Hey,
Hello.
James.
What's going on? What's going on?
Oh, what's
Dude,
going
yes.
on, Louis?
What up?
Nice.
This is gonna be chaotic today.
Yes, a little bit.
It is. Will is with us in spirit. He is off today. He's obviously. We got Will right here in spirit. It's his birthday, so he's celebrating his birthday. So happy birthday, Will!
Dude,
let's
happy
be honest.
birthday.
Happy birthday, Will. But let's be honest. His birthday was yesterday. All right. He's celebrating the whole weekend. All right. like a 6-year-old would. Jesus fucking Christ.
We're all kids at heart, man. We're all kids at heart.
I swear, if he pops into this, no. No, but happy birthday, Will. I hope you're having a good time at the movies. So you just
let me see if I can try to reenact Will's thing. I'm James. Down below, if I'm pointing in the right direction, is Sean, and our guest for the night, cultured gamer Zach over here.
Welcome to the show. Hey guys, how's it going?
No,
Thank you for having me on.
Welcome, Zach. You did it just like
welcome, man.
You did it just like Will. You pointed the wrong direction.
Perfect.
Exactly.
It's like he's here with us.
Exactly. It's weird.
Just got tanned and he's here. There it is.
Reggie said he's going to stop by soon too, at some point during the show.
Oh no!
Oh, Radical Reggie is here. The man, the myth, the legend.
Oh,
Hey,
Hey,
What's
it's
up,
Reggie. What's up, Reggie?
You came in too early. I was going to give you shit just like I gave Will a rather shit. So
that's why I joined a little bit early, man. I know Will's birthday was yesterday. So,
you know what's funny is Will made the post today blasting it all out and everything, like on Facebook and all the socials and everything. So usually what happens is I just take it, I copy it, and I put it like on my stuff. And all of a sudden, my phone started blowing up. Like Marcus was hitting me up, Scorpion was hitting me up, a bunch of people were hitting me up, all saying happy birthday, because I didn't read it, and it like the message in the post said I'm taking the night off because it's my birthday, and everyone thought it was my birthday. I had to go and fucking change
What?
that's funny.
Zach, I obviously I met you at Game On Expo.
Yes.
we both did.
Tell us about yourself. What do you do?
Yeah. Okay. So, thank you guys so much. Again, I appreciate you guys bringing me on.
Yeah, of course, man.
Zach, right? Culture gamer. Okay. I am the embodiment of news, culture, and video games, and just nostalgia in general. And what I mean by that is, I like to give people the news. I like to give people like thoughts on video games. I like to give people, I mean, how original, right? The most original person on YouTube, I guess. I like to spread news. I like to spread my culture, of just like the games I've been in, the worlds I've been in. Like my passion is nostalgia and memories, and that's what I love sharing with people.
That's awesome, dude.
So we run a business called Culture Gamer on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, everything else in between. Everything but Twitter. I'm not on Twitter at all. Because that's kind of gross.
I just find Twitter to be very confusing, so I don't know how to operate it, so I don't.
Twitter, in the nice way, Twitter's very horny, so I tend to stay away from Twitter.
Oh wait, I gotta go start a fucking Twitter account right now. All right.
So we own and operate a buy sell trade. That's kind of what we do. I pay the best to get the best. So,
Heck
at
yeah,
our
that's what I'm
booth, if
talking
you ever
about.
see us at conventions, you'll
Yeah.
see high quality items in super clean condition, like ready for the next collector to pick up.
No,
The
you,
way I've always kind of described it, especially on my eBay, is always from a collector to collectors. So,
you
um,
definitely yeah, you had a great booth at Game
Yeah,
On.
you definitely
I
did.
mean, some
we
nice
we
quality stuff.
we bring the
Nice.
heat. We absolutely do. So, I actually have 3 collections I purchased this week alone, and
What?
yeah, I have a bin of stuff. I have tons and tons of stuff.
Let me tell you guys something. When Zach came to Game On a couple years ago, he was the only guy there. I think it had like 2 copies of Rule of Rose at the time, which was
I
insane.
did.
Dang,
Like,
man.
dude.
And I think they both sold that weekend too.
Wow.
I'm pretty sure.
Oh.
But I mean, I'm priced really competitive too.
Yeah.
And I always give deals. I mean, you can ask Reggie. I'm always out there giving deals. You want $5, $10 off? Let's talk. Let's negotiate a little bit.
Yeah.
Let's work something out.
Right.
Exactly.
No, I mean, yeah. I think I found a few PSP games from you over at Game On, and yeah.
Yeah.
You hooked me up with the deal, and it was all good to go. And
How,
hey,
what made you get into doing the whole I mean, were you just doing obviously the eBay stuff first and then maybe Facebook Marketplace? What made you kind of go into start going to conventions and things like that?
Man, great question. So I would say it probably started about 8 years ago. We were at this flea market area here in I'm from Dallas, by the way, if anybody wasn't aware of that. I'm from Texas. So born and raised here in Dallas, Texas for 31 years.
Great.
I love it out here. But there's a flea market place called Trader's Village. And it's just an open air flea market, kind of like you see on Pixel Game Squads, like their open air flea markets that they go to, or I think they call them flea markets. I think they call them. So we have them here. I picked up, and I remember both the games. I picked up 2 games that weekend. It was Mario Kart Wii complete in box and a Gears of War triple pack, which had Gears of War 1 and 2, I think, in one case. And I picked those both up for $10. And I sold them on Mercari for $35 after fees. And I was like, you know what? I can just keep doing this and build up a collection and just keep going. And I just kept going. And so, 8 years in the making now. Officially, we've been an LLC for 5 years. So don't tell the IRS about the other 3 years.
Yeah.
I will get hunted down.
You gotta get started somehow, right?
So we've been an LLC now for 5 years, and honestly, the best thing about it is this: when we started doing cons, our first convention was Retro Expo out here in Plano, Texas, and it was awesome. I have my wonderful woman, now fiance, girlfriend at the time, fiance now.
Well, let's stop. Yeah, that's some big news this week. Congratulations,
big news! April 1st.
My man Zach got engaged.
Women, back off. I'm married. Men, maybe. I'm not sure. It's up to you guys. No, 10 years we've been together. We have 2 kids, and it's just
that's great.
It's been amazing. So yeah, I am now engaged. Thank you. We just kept going. We did the show called Retro Expo. We were the only video game vendor there, and because of that, I would say it was probably like 80% pop figures. When you're at a convention, I don't know about you guys. Conventions that we typically went to were like 80%, 90% of one thing, and then that's it. It gets really boring. If everything's Hot Wheels, it's boring. There's got to be that break, right? Oh, look, Matchbox cars, right? That's different. Let me look at these instead of Hot Wheels for the next hour or whatever. We were the only video game vendor there, and among 80% pop figures. So we were the break, and it was. People were digging it. It was huge. It was big. It was just after COVID, so everybody was getting into conventions and really going out finally. So we hit that curve hard, and when we hit that high, it sent us to the stratosphere.
Well, I mean, it seems like the pop thing has died off tremendously.
Completely.
Yeah, when we were at Game On, there were walls and walls of pop figures, and I said, "What the hell is all the pop figures?" And by the time I left on Sunday, there were still walls and walls of it seemed like nobody was interested in them.
No,
I kind of felt bad for a lot of the vendors that were doing that.
You'll see pop figures nowadays for $5 bin or something like that, $5 a piece or whatever, because they're just trying to get rid of them. Dude, pops are so. It was the Beanie Babies. Everyone knew it was going to happen. I'm glad I never got into it, or if I did, I only bought the gaming ones, like Resident.
Yeah,
I know
the
we had some
ones
Resident
you'd
Evil
want.
ones. Yeah,
Right.
yeah, we had the Resident Evil ones. I know we sold them at a con that I think
Yeah.
Jill Valentine was there, so the person bought it to have him sign it. So I was really smart about that, but I never got into pop figures in that capacity.
No, I never
So-
bought one because I knew that if I bought one, I'd have to have 1,000 of them, and I just said, nope,
Yeah.
not happening.
I got a few of them. I did have the Resident Evil set and ended up getting rid of those because I was like, I'm not collecting. I don't know. I'm not collecting those, or I don't really care about these.
Yeah,
And I luckily had them, and it's sold for a good amount. But I do still have a few. I still have some Simpsons ones and things like that. But yeah,
Reggie,
I feel like that ran its course for sure.
Oh, most definitely. Reggie, I don't think you collect pop figures, right?
No, man. I kind of like strayed away from them because I just knew that I don't want to have anything deviate me from the collecting of the games because
right.
a lot of my friends did get into them like crazy.
What if they got in touch with you and said we want to make a radical Reggie pop?
dude, please.
If it was do some kind of spot. Yeah, I would do it. I mean, why not, right? If they want
that would be pretty awesome, though.
that'd be pretty sick. Actually, Jason has some of them that were made of him and his wife and Drunken Master Paul at his house. And they were,
Oh, really?
when I was looking at him, he said, "We need to get one made of you." So I was like, "Damn!"
Yeah.
So
do they? Oh, is there a service that makes like custom ones?
Yeah, you can do that. We did that with our kids. Yeah.
That's funny. That's
Real
funny.
quick here, Bud Sunny. Yeah.
Oh, thank you,
Yo,
Bud
Zach.
Sunny.
Yeah, thanks, Bud. Yo, Zach, it's me, Peyton. Thanks for the Tron Bond, my dude. I'll see you at Siege. Hoping you still have that Futurama.
It's Peyton. I thought he was about to say, "You sold me a trauma that doesn't work," and I was going, "Whoa, no!"
That'd be crazy if someone actually did that while you're on a stream.
Yeah.
Like,
It was working.
To the store.
No, Peyton's a good kid. Peyton, thank you so much, buddy. I don't have Futurama anymore. Sorry, Reggie bought it.
Yeah.
Talk to Reggie.
that Tron Bond is actually a really good game, man. Like I have it, and you know what's funny? That he brought it up. That my local game store has a strategy guide for it, but the strategy guide's like $200. I'm like, damn, really? But Tron Bond definitely a good game. Just was made in limited quantities. That's why it's so high.
Yeah, 100%.
Speaking of Siege, I just saw about 10 minutes ago that Pinky's Revenge. Remember the arcade that we went to for the pre-party last year? Reggie, Zach, were you there last year?
I was there last year. Yeah.
No, they just like announced like probably an hour ago that they're shutting down this week. They're closed down. That's it. They're done. Yeah.
Dang.
So rest in peace.
Wow,
doing?
dude, that's crazy. Because Sean, you were pretty chill while you were there, man. I don't know, you didn't do anything crazy, so I don't understand what's going on here. What's happening? He's about Sean coming back to Siege and like, hey guys, we got to wrap it up.
You were so chill. You fell asleep, if I recall, in the back room.
Dude, I fell asleep like every event that we've been to so far, dude. Like I find me sleeping somewhere. I was dozing off when we were meeting Kombat people because when we were getting the signatures for you, James, for the Mortal Kombat, I was sitting there talking with him, and I just started dozing off. Dude. I was like, wow, dude, really, the 40s have hit me. So like, but that's sad about that, man. That was a really good place, man. I mean, they had a lot of cool arcades. I mean,
they said the price of insurance and everything has just gotten out of hand, and they can't do it. So new regulations and all this. So that's it.
They always try to find a way to squeeze money out of these guys to push them out. I think that's what's happening because they want that space for something else. So hey, let's just raise the insurance, do all this other stuff.
That was a big space. What was that? Like an old like railroad fucking building or something?
Dude, it was like a building, and they broke in it like. They kind of built into the other building as well, so they could open up that little nice lounge area. It was really nice, man. Like, holy crap! Like, it was a nice area.
Definitely.
Somebody else wants it. So,
Zach, are you planning on how many cons are you planning on going to this year or shows?
So this year, okay.
Or what have you done so far, and what do you kind of planned?
Okay. I think we've done 5 shows already this year. I think starting in February. So fun fact, I lost my job back in December. I work in the IT field. So, tech support is kind of what I'm at, but I lost my job back in December and it sucked, but I went full-time in the business for a little bit and kind of grinded through that. I actually just recently started a job back in February. So I've kind of been doing that. And because of a new job situation, no PTO hours anymore.
Yeah.
Cons might slow down pretty heavily, but we have already pre-booked Midwest Gaming Classic.
Awesome.
We have Siege booked. We have SoCal Gaming Expo booked as well. I think I have too many games. It's either too many games or the other one. I can't remember. A Torg, I think is what it is. I might have one of those two booked. I don't remember. I got to look at a chart. I really don't remember. So my wife, she is actually our ops manager. So
Okay.
she has all that stuff. I don't do any of that. I just whip out the checkbook and just go, how much are you? All right, cool. Like
that's crazy. I mean, you're going to SoCal and you're thinking so many games. That's Pennsylvania. I mean,
yeah.
Well, California, I guess ain't too bad from Texas, but geez, if you might be thinking of Torg because too many games would be Pennsylvania. That's pretty far for you, right? That's a lot. Okay, that's some driving, baby.
Yeah. Okay. So our busiest year we ever had was 2023, I believe. No, 24. It was 2024. We went to 28 cons that entire year.
Damn.
It was a very busy year. We went all the way from Connecticut all the way to what's the other one? Was it PRG? Up in Portland.
Wow. No
So
shit.
yeah,
Damn.
we did some driving that year, and it was brutal.
Ooh.
We
Which
will
one in
never do
Connecticut?
Portland. Connecticut was Retro World. Yeah.
Yeah, I went to that last year. It was great.
We will never do driving like that ever again. That sucked.
Yeah, I bet, man.
Now, to get to Cali, by the way, is 24 hours. Because of the time zone difference, we save 2 hours. So going out there is really easy. It's a day drive. Like I leave at 5 a.m. and I'll be there by 11 p.m. their time. So I'll almost be up for 24 hours when we do that drive. So it gets a little tough, but I've done that drive straight, and I like driving. I'm not gonna lie to you guys.
I'm the same way. I like
From
that.
5 to like 7, I am like, I'm baked, bro. I'm like done. I can't do this. I gotta get a cup of coffee or something. I gotta go. But like once that sunrise hits my eyes, my brain processes it, and it's just like, let's just go. Let's just truck on, man. Let's keep going. It's so easy.
With driving, dude, I'm the worst. I fell asleep in my fucking Tesla the other day, and it fucking started screaming at me. I had it in self driving. It started screaming at me, and luckily it was like all in the lane and everything. I was like, oh shit!
Yeah, no, but that brings up a good point. The best thing about long distance driving, adaptive cruise control makes a world of difference. If you don't have that, long drives suck. If you have it, oh my god, dude, I put my phone. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I put my phone on the dash.
Allegedly,
I'll put Saving Private Ryan on, or I'll put Forrest Gump on, or I'll put something on. And I'll be watching a movie while it's just driving.
I do that without the adaptive fucking.
Okay.
Real quick, thanks Peyton again, Bud Sonny. Iconic Reggie mentions the Tron Bond guide. My mom got it for me for Christmas and found it at the thrift shop. Motivated me to find the game itself.
That's awesome.
Dude, I might actually pick it up finally.
Oh, the guide? Or the
yeah,
game?
I mean, I have some trading. Well, I have the game. I just don't have the guide. I mean, I have some trading credit. They're asking for a lot, but the credit could really cut down a lot of it. So I might just pick it up just to have it because it's cool.
Good, smart. Yeah. Game guides are weird. I'll be completely honest with you guys. I know it's a little off topic. Game guides are weird because like, why are they so expensive for like these rarer titles? Like, isn't everything available on the internet? Why would the paperback be worth so much more? Just because it's.
And I also find it to be a very niche collectible. You know,
it really is because it's just people just want to have like, I don't know, like, you know, obviously strategy guides are like a lost art. They're not making them anymore. So they're just kind of like a time capsule in a way. I think they don't need to be the price that they are, but if they were cheap, you know, I feel like everybody would just buy them up for whatever reason, I guess. I don't know.
I think it's just one more vestige of trying to suck the blood out of the tit of everything collectible. You know what I mean? It's
just in case it's worth money, and they have it.
Well, for so many years, nobody wanted them, so it's like, well, let's put $100 price tag on them, and people are going to want them now. You know what I mean? Like,
it is true.
That's all you got to do.
But those suckers are hard to sell, though. That's for sure.
Exactly. The Germ is in the chat.
What up, Germ?
I spent Thursday with the Germ. We filmed some videos together going around Long Island, and I'll probably be dropping those videos, at least one of those videos this week. But he asked, why is there backdrop of Will behind James. Well, unfortunately, Will isn't here. Yeah, unfortunately, Will is not here tonight because he's celebrating his birthday all weekend. So we figured we'd include him on the show anyway.
Yeah, he's here in spirit.
So,
and that's a picture of him from like yesterday. Just to let everybody know, it's a fresh picture of him behind you.
Yeah, it's a fresh picture. Question for you, Chris, Zach from Chris. Any tips for a first-time convention vendor? I'm thinking about setting up at Siege next year.
Whoa.
I get asked this question so much because obviously we do cons, all year round, and a
little preface. Chris has his own store also, so it's not like a guy that has a big collection.
Yeah,
so.
no, for sure.
Yeah,
so there's a lot of points to make, but to keep it short and sweet, I'll give you 3 points I can give you as to being a good vendor at a convention. 1, price everything. Price your stuff.
Yeah.
Don't leave nothing unpriced. Stop making me have to be the buyer going up there and going, how much is this? Like, just tell me how much it is. How much do you want for this? Right?
Mm-hmm.
That's first and foremost. You got to price everything. This and if you already own a store, everything's already priced. Just put it in a bin. Right.
Exactly.
The second one, and this is probably in my opinion the most important, is you have to have some wiggle room. You got to have a little bit of wiggle room just to like negotiate. At cons, negotiation is like everything. Like it is a culture in conventions. If you go to any store, y'all can't go in a Target and say, I see you have that $5. Can I get that for $3? Like you can't do that at a Target. You know what I mean?
Right.
But you can kind of do it at a pawn shop. But even nowadays, pawn shops are kind of like really like, dude, they're like, they need some WD-40 or something because they will not break. It is awful right now. But at cons, it is a cultural thing to negotiate, and it's just the name of the game at cons. Just a little bit of room just to negotiate. It's $5, $10. Give somebody a good deal. At the end of the day, we know what we paid for stuff, and I know what I pay for stuff. I have enough margin room that I can say $5 off, take it, whatever, let's do it.
And doing it that way in a small window like a 3-day convention or whatnot, you're gonna sell so much more product than probably what you would have sold in the store that weekend.
Exactly. Because nobody walks into a store to negotiate.
Well, not in the negotiation, but at least the product is flying off the shelves, right?
100%.
So you're gonna sell triple more than you would have. So that $5 here and there isn't gonna affect the bottom line. I would think.
Well, Zach, I want to ask you too. Like when you go to these conventions, would you say it's okay just to raise the price a little bit of your items because people are going to ask for that wiggle room, and then you can kind of go to get down to what you initially want for the item?
Is it okay? Absolutely. But it's not because it's a convention. It's because it's your item. You are allowed to price it however you want to. It has nothing to do with having a wiggle room or something like that. I price up my stuff. I am not going to lie to you guys. I've been very honest and very straightforward about very upfront about like how I do my stuff. I price up a little bit. And when I say a little bit, $5 is what I price up. So if somebody asks for $5 off, that means I still sold it at the margin I wanted to get anyways, and so I still made my margin. And if they want $10 off, depending on the price of it, we can work something out. But I pay certain percentages for certain things, and it's like if the margin works, I'll work with you. I have no problem with that.
I
if
find
the margin doesn't work,
$5 is fine because to me, it's also a tax of it's right there, right now in front of your face 100%. As a buyer. Now if it's a guy that's overpriced, I'll just walk on by. Like I wouldn't even bother asking for a deal or anything. Like if somebody's like $20 over or something like, you know what I mean? I'll just be like, the guy's got pet dreams. You know what I mean? So
I'm pretty aggressive with people sometimes. Where like if you are priced like that, I tend to get a little more aggressive on people about that. Like Pokemon games, great example. Most Pokemon games are overpriced. Most aren't. It's not even $5 overpriced. You're talking 10, 20, 30% overpriced, Right. And that can be a big number, 30% or 20% of 150 is 180 total. That's $30 more. Like that's pretty high.
Yeah.
I tell people like this. I'm like,
with Pokemon games or something like that, there seems to be a reseller to reseller price and a reseller to consumer price. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's weird. It's weird. But I tell people like this. I'm like, look, here's what I'll do. I'll buy all your Pokemon stuff if it's for myself. Like in Game On, I actually bought 6. Yeah, 6 Pokemon games from one vendor. All of his games are overpriced. They were all cleaned, but they were overpriced. Um, Overpriced sounds like a negative way to say it, but that's kind of what it is, right? He was priced up, okay, because it was clean Pokemon stuff, boxes, mint condition. I told him, I was like, look, I'll buy them all if you can meet me as close to price charting as you can get. You know what he did? He said, you're buying all of them. I'll do this much, and it came out to like $50 over what price charting was, complete in box. And I was like, that's a screaming good deal. Where are you gonna go to get that?
Exactly.
Yeah.
I was like, done. I'll buy them all right now.
Well, and that goes back to me saying, like, at a 3-day convention, you're gonna move much more product, which is why you can take that hit. You know what I mean? You could be stingy and say, no, I'm not going to go down, and then you know what you're doing? You're taking those 5 Pokemon games home, to sit in a box. Not you, the vendor.
Oh man, that's I really appreciate you bringing that up, Sean, because I also look at it like you. I'm a guy who's like, if I make my margin, I could take what I made, snowball. Keep going, keep pushing, keep buying, keep selling, keep buying, keep selling. And I will keep snowballing as fast as I can, as hard as I can. And that's why my turnaround rate is really, really high. Like I can move product. I'll get it in and move it out within sometimes a week, sometimes 2 weeks, and I'll just move it super fast. All right, somebody getting a deal? Sure. Yeah, and that's fine. Am I making 20%, 30%? Does that sound like a lot of margin? No. But when you do 30% 6 times in a week or 6 times from that one sale, dude, you're making so much money.
Yeah.
And so, like, you have to understand, like, it's just a cultural thing. Just like negotiate a little bit. It's fine. It's just negotiate a little bit. I'm not talking like you got to take half off. Don't do that. Like, if it doesn't work, if the margins don't work for you, it doesn't work for you.
Yeah, it's fine to hear no. I mean, if they say no, then it's just no. I mean, like,
of course,
it doesn't hurt.
Just and like Sean said, move on. Just walk away. It's fine.
One of my biggest pet peeves when I go to conventions with pricing is when I'm past the point of buying like big ticket items. Like I'll walk around a convention. I'll go home with maybe a handful of Game Boy games or something. Just like $20 games, whatever, right? And go into like when I walk up to a table and they got fucking like Speedy Gonzalez for $18. I'm like, why couldn't you just make it 15 or 20? You know what I mean? Just
that was my table, right? He's talking shit about my table. Is that
no? This actually happened up in like
got him.
And the guy had 18 on it. I was like, yo, would you take 15? Because I mean, that's what I had in my wallet. He was like, nah, man, it's 18. I was like, you fucking kidding me? You fucking kidding me? You're dusty fucking Speedy Gonzalez in the fucking back corner of your fucking bin.
we as a price point, we do like 5s and 0s. So my numbers will typically be 5 or a 0. Like that's typically just what my number will be. It's Makes so much sense. Easier. Yeah, who the hell has $3 on from 15 to 18? Who the hell has $3? Also, to take $3 off, bro, just take it off. Who cares?
Exactly.
But again,
I mean, some people are like that.
I'll be honest. I'm okay on the podcast. I say it out loud, and again, I've been very honest, very truthful. But I'm technically not allowed to talk crap about other businesses like that. So, on a business standpoint, this is not me talking business. Yeah, that's that. So that's Blunchy. She's the fiance. She's the soon to be wife. She is. Oh,
I mean, if it's 18 and you ask 20, then just what I mean, put 20 on it.
Just put 20 on it. Yeah, come on. It's so much easier to hand a 20. The third point I wanted to make. Go ahead.
So, oh no, and then if you make 15, then you made 15. So whatever.
A win is a win in my opinion. If you're making money, a win is a win. Now, on the penny standpoint, it's not a win. Like if you're making pennies, it's not a win. It's kind of a wash more than anything. Yeah. But if you're making dollars, great. Make your money, keep snowballing it. That's the beauty of this is like, why have we been so successful? One, I had an investor early on in the business. My best friend he was an investor in the business. And he believed in it, invested like $5,000 into us and like really like, and that helped me buy so much more inventory and keep pushing. Right. The other part was just snowballing. I just kept snowballing. Like I was okay with like shaving off a couple dollars here and there just to make more money, just to buy more product, just to get more money, just to buy more product. And I just kept pushing.
It works for the buyer as well, the same way. Because
Exactly.
if you're known to be good with making deals, you know, a buyer might come in and he's going to buy more of a bundle of games. You know,
100%.
rather than pick up one game for 20 and ask for 15, you know, pay 15, he's going to buy $300 worth of product. You know, he's going to pick up $300 worth of stuff and ask if you can take $275 or something. You know what I mean? Or
take
it.
Whatever, I would have just said 10% off. Take it.
Yeah,
Take it. I don't take it. It doesn't make a difference. The third point I wanted to make, by the way, is you got to be you have to be personable. That's like the biggest thing you have to be. Yeah. You got to be the guy to go up to people and Sean, you didn't even ask for a discount. I want people to know that. All right. I tell people like this. Sean didn't ask for a discount. He said, I wanted these 4 games or whatever he bought. And I was like, I'll do this for you, buddy. Don't worry about it. And he's like, you sure? Take it.
Yeah, so I very rarely ask for discounts, or I'm not that unless the only time I ask for discounts is when it's 18 and I say, well, you take 15. Like that's as far as I go. Although the germ caught me in the chat right now. He said Sean negotiates, and I could vouch for him at his local game store. I got a story about that later on. I did. I caught something at the game store. It was a little overpriced, and he brought it back down for me. So.
Now, I want this to be known across the entire podcast. Because of Sean, everything will be 8s at the end of our numbers now. Just full heads up, everybody. We're gonna be 8s.
Yeah, thanks, Sean.
Bring $3 extra if you ain't got it.
When I see you at SoCal, I am going to bring a marker and change everything to 5.
Damn it, Sean. Just a 5 everywhere.
Zach, have you encountered any craziness as a vendor there? Any horror stories? I'm trying to get. I know a question would
threaten you because you didn't lower the price. Something crazy like that.
I have had one bad run-in. Of the 5 years we've done this, I've had one bad run-in, and it was in California of all fucking places. I will be the first one to tell you guys, I love California. The people are nice, the food's great, the environment, the quality out there is really, really awesome. It's a really wonderful, wonderful state. The gas prices are ass, but gas prices right now are ass anyways, so it is what it is.
It just makes it worse in California.
Oh man, when we went to Cali and came back to Texas, I told my Blanche, I was like, I am never complaining about gas prices ever again. And I still have it to this day. Because my gas prices were cheap compared to that.
Dude, I remember back when I used to tour the country, and it was like 2006. We were in California, and at that time gas was $6 a gallon. Ooh. At that fucking time, it was like, fuck this.
That's like so
in
gross.
Like in LA area, all that,
So the one we've only ever had one bad run-in. I've had one altercation after a con over something that was dumb, something I couldn't have even predicted. I'll tell that one in a second. But the story I have in California was this guy wanted this bundle of games. And it was when 360 the store closed, so the 360 prices all spiked up pretty high. Oh yeah. Right. But the prices were what the prices were. Like price charting had it at that, so I was gonna price off price charting. Like that's just how I function. So guy builds up a stack. He wants a couple dollars off here, a couple dollars off here, and I'm like, okay, that's fine, no problem. And he gets really aggressive with me off of one particular PS3 game, not even a 360 game. One PS3 game. If I'm ever overpriced, I want everybody to know. Just tell me. Tell me, hey, this game is $20 overpriced starting. Just tell me, because I won't get offended. Prices change. I may not be able to keep up with it. I have over 1,200 products in our inventory. I can't keep up with everything, right? And nor do I want to. But if something's overpriced, like by a lot, I'm talking a lot, like significantly a lot. Just tell me. It's fine. I'm not going to get offended. If anything, this pertains to the story. I had a game that was at 120 because the Xbox 360, spiked. And then on price charting, it was actually 80. He brought it up with me. I was like, okay, well, I'll just match the 80. He's like, well, can you do 70? I was like, I'd rather do 80 because I know I paid a lot for that because it was when it was spiked. I paid for when it was spiked. I was like, I probably have $80 into it. So I'm probably going to wash on it anyways,
Right.
And so I told him, I was like, I'll do 80, man. That's kind of where I want to be. Because I already took off $5, $10 here, off of his the rest of the order he had. He pulls up this one game and it's $60. And price charting says it's $60, which means it actually went up because my sticker wasn't $5 over.
Right.
He looks at me and says, this game is not worth $60. I looked it up. I was like, price charting says 60, bro. What do you want me to tell you? He says to me straight to my face with the straightest of face. He says, that game's only worth like $40. Brother, the data here
Don't look
says
at your
you
lying
are
eyes.
incorrect.
Your eyes are
And,
lying
like,
to you.
He just kept going back and forth with me, and I got to the point where I was just like so fed up with him. I was one more comment away from him going, bro, kick rocks. I'm not selling you nothing. I was one more comment. He didn't make another comment after that. He ended up passing on that game altogether. But if he had said one more thing to me, I would have just said, dude, kick rocks. Like, I'm sorry, bro, I can't sell you.
To that guy, since he was being so aggressive, did you get reseller vibes from him, or did
he was not a reseller? He was a collector. He was 100% a collector, and I should have. No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. It wasn't. I promise you, it wasn't you. I know who it was, and I've seen him around since then.
His name doesn't start with an S, does it?
No. I used to have a recording of him because we used to do vendor POV.
Right.
So I used to have a recording of him. I didn't even put it in the video because I was just like, I don't feel like putting this guy out there because I just didn't want to put this guy out there.
Right.
I didn't want to put that negative energy in my video, so I didn't put it out there.
I mean, I'm just gonna say it. I mean, it's the wrong way of doing it.
He was way too aggressive for no freaking reason. Pissed me off. Even now thinking about it, I'm actually ticked off. But that's been like the only bad thing that's ever happened to us at a convention.
Sometimes it works in good
it's
favor
annoying because when somebody's greed get like that was greed. The guy kept like trying to convince you that your eyes are lying to you and everything like that. And it's just like, dude, he's already able to work with you. That should be like a positive thing for him already because you're working together.
I know,
but he took advantage of it. It's like, dude.
I also will say, like, I even went through eBay solds. You know, some people don't trust price charting, and that's fine. I do because it is what it is. It's easy for me just to pick up a stack of games, price them out on price charting instead of going to eBay, flowing through recent solds. I picked the wrong sold, and then it's like price charting has it $20 under that. You know what I mean? Yeah. I pay price charting for stuff. I'm gonna price based off price charting as fair as I can be as a vendor.
As a seller, that's the easy thing to do. As a buyer. I like to go off of eBay solds, obviously, you know, because it's the most, to me, that's the most current. Price chart is usually a week or two behind, you know.
Absolutely, 100%.
Zach, I want to ask you too. When it comes to eBay, do you think some people to get the item that they're selling at a higher price, they'll have somebody, one of their friends, like pay for it, like at a certain high price, and then not sell something to get the price up high?
Like the conspiracy stuff.
Yeah, dude. Man. Because I've been looking at that stuff, man. I'm like, dude, like there's no way this sold for this much, and then nobody else is buying it at that price. It's just like
I don't think so. I really don't. I don't ever really speculate like that either. Everybody should buy my Super Mario 64 for $3,000. Just saying, just buy it. But I mean, no, I don't. I really don't. I don't ever like put that two and two together. I think that's just really scummy. It's kind of like Whatnot. Like if people start coming at me with like Whatnot solds and they're like, this sold for like this much, you know, and like, dude, that's just, now you're just going through different avenues just to like, not scam me, but just get a better price for yourself.
I'm sure there's plenty of people that have done that though. You know, have their buddy bid it up to $3,000, and then, you know, no one is not going to get paid for it.
Yeah, and then they'll get listed. Well, this one sold for this much, but they were working together. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like
it can happen. I won't say it won't. I've never seen it. I don't know of any game that would have done that other than Corey in the House for DS. I think now is like the only game I can think of that did that. If you guys don't know,
I feel like you got. Oh yeah, no, you know we covered
tons
it
of positive. Yeah,
and favorite game.
Maybe that that could do something. You know, people are always saying YouTubers are ruining the market. If a YouTuber puts out a video for something, I don't think so. I don't think they're ruining the market.
You know what? So Zach, that you say that, dude, because a few years ago, when me and Jason used to do the hidden gems, man, people used to go crazy. Like, you know, half like they loved them and half hated it because they said we would raise the price. But I would tell people we're not making any profit off of this stuff, man. Like this stuff is retro, so anything that's being sold is being sold by whoever wants to charge whatever they want for it. But they never got that. They always wanted.
And you're not selling it for that. Other people are selling it because of you, not you selling it. So you know, unless you have another account, like you're saying.
Yeah, I feel like I've run into that a few times back when I used to focus on buying Neo Geo MVS cartridges. because I would find them on eBay.
Yeah.
I would find them on eBay for like, they're around $60-$80, something like that, $60, let's say. But the auction ended in like 5 days, so I'd keep an eye on the auction, right? How many people in the world are looking for a Neo Geo MVS card? Okay?
Far and in between, I'll tell you that.
All right. So when it comes, and I'm the type of bidder that, like I'll wait to the last second. I'll put my bid in, right? And usually I'll put a high bid in. Like, just snipe. I'll put a high bid in so that nobody is going to go like above that fucking and if I lose, I lose, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm telling you, I think it was a $60 cartridge. I think I put like $100 in, right? A bid or something like that. A half a second after I bid, it went to $210. I was like, "You fucking kidding me?" And I was like, "Well, I'm not going that fucking high. That's ridiculous." And that happened to me multiple times on Neo Geo MVS cartridges. Like, who is looking for this fucking game at the same time I am?
I think that does happen, and I mean, obviously, you saw it happens. I think that does happen, but I think like those sales never really even take, so there's no like.
Yeah.
I guess there's no data for me to go off of with that.
Well, well, they count as a sale, but that's why I think it's somebody's friend.
Yeah, it's so weird, but like that's the niche stuff, that's like the super niche stuff. And if I were to say I'm pricing it, and I saw that, like, let's just say it was it sold for, let's say 500, and I saw that as a sold, I would kind of go back as just a smart seller and just look back at the past and be like, well, it's only selling for 60, 80. Let me go on like 130 point or worst point and see what, like, if did it actually sell for this? And then, I would be smart as a seller. That way I'm not scamming anybody else. Like, I'm not just going to go on eBay, see 500 and be like, it's worth 500. That doesn't mean anything.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
But that's I guess that's individual people. Like, some people will do that. Some people are just like, it says 500, therefore it's 500. I'm not even gonna negotiate a little bit.
Oh, PS2 wants to know what's the highest I've bid and won and regretted after. Tell you the truth, it's always worked out for me because I'm never going to bid more than I want to spend, for instance. So, it's kind of like me going to the casino. Like, I'll bring an X amount of dollars, and when those dollars are gone, I am out. You know what I mean? So yeah, I'll never place a bid that I can't pay. So I've never regretted anything. Let's say, so it's worked out.
Zach, you got some nice pieces behind you. What are you going after? Like, what are you collecting?
Oh my god, I have a game room. These are all for sale.
Oh my, what is
what
that?
the hell?
Are you?
You the collecting aspect. What do you collect for yourself?
Okay, so man, great question. Odd question, because I'm actually rebuilding my whole entire collection. I had a full GameCube set. I had about 80 Switch Collector Editions, which those boxes are humongous. So I did Switch Collector Editions. I did GameCube, Metroid, as you can see. I still do Metroid, Pokemon stuff as well. I have a Pokemon cabinet over here with all my stuff. And I would say now the way I'm collecting is I really am focusing on just the stuff that I'm really, really passionate about. Like, I'm so glad I purged last year, because now I can buy what I want and what I really, really want. The Expedition 33 Collector Edition, that game moved into my top 5 games of all time just that year. Last year. Wow. It kicked Resident Evil 4 out from my number 5, moved Expedition 33 straight into my number 5.
It was a great game.
I'm liking that Resident Evil shirt. That's
Thank you, man. Thank you. It's just a game that meant a lot to me. Skyrim has always meant a lot to me. Like, it's just a series that's always like Elder Scrolls. I've grown up playing Elder Scrolls all my life. So Skyrim was one of those games. Like, I've told people, you guys have probably heard the expression, if you could like wipe your memory of a game to replay it for the first time ever, what game would that be? Skyrim. Any day of the week, mine's going to be Skyrim. Even my number 1 game won't be the game I want to forget.
Sean usually says the guy game. That would be the one he would.
I understand. Yeah, I understand. For good reason too, right?
The guy game is a very popular game in my household. When I got people over at the pool, we all sit around at nighttime drinking beers and we play the guy game to this day, man. We love that.
I see you got a graded game with a GameCube back there. You going after graded stuff?
Oh man, you want to see those? Hold on, I gotta get a close up of these. These are my babies. Okay.
Yeah.
I bought these in California. A guy traded them in. Guy traded these in, and everything's gonna fall now. Great. Thanks, everybody. Thanks. No, listen, we're breaking character from podcast, right? I'm standing up. That's right. I'm standing up.
Yeah,
Who
there you
stands up
go.
on a podcast?
Exactly.
These are my babies. These are
Oh, snap.
graded 9/8 in an A+.
Wow.
Oh, nice.
Any better, and they'd be A++. Now, these were I bought them off this guy. He traded them in actually for that same Metroid GameCube. I had one of those as well. He traded these two in, and then Silent Hill 2, I believe. And I looked at those seals, and I was like, these things are perfect. And I was like, I need to grade these. Like, if they grade 9/8, I'll keep them. If they both grade the same grade, I'll still keep them. If they don't, I'll just sell them. Got them both back, 9/8. I was ecstatic when they both got 9/8, and they were clean. So
Oh yeah.
I do collect graded games. I'm probably one of the only people out there that would admit that. I do collect graded games, but I only want specific stuff. Pikmin 2, XD Gale of Darkness, Resident Evil 4 for GameCube, maybe some Legend of Zelda ones here and there. I don't know which ones I want, but if I find a good sealed copy of something, I will grade it myself and keep it.
I mean,
Why do you-
we've had this conversation on the show a lot about, graded games and whatnot. I mean, I don't see the point of them because obviously you don't get to play them. The function of them is gone. Whereas it's different with like a baseball card where you can still look at the baseball card or the Pokemon card.
Well,
you could even probably still play. But, as I go on, I can see myself not collecting graded games. That's a whole different thing. But if I got a graded game, it would be only specifically because I wanted to display that one piece because it was like my favorite game.
When it comes to graded games, though, it's more about collecting the graded game of the game you really love. Like Zach, I'm pretty sure Metroid Prime is one of your favorite games.
I have it tatted on me too. Like it's just
So.
Metroid is just that game that I'm like. But see, when I hold this, I remember being at GameStop buying this game brand new sealed, and I remember holding it. And when I hold this, I don't have to risk myself like ripping the seal or having a damaged seal or whatever, but I get to hold this and think to myself, man, I remember when I was 8 years old, this game came out and I got to hold it and it was sealed. And I look at this and I'm like, damn, this is like, it's a memory. It's a core memory in my brain of just like where I've came from and what I've played. And like,
you get a pass in my book on that situation because I would probably do the same. Like for instance, like I have the Switch Paper Mario New York City exclusive. With
I know
the cover and all that.
Yep.
And not to be confused with the Canadian slipcover that has French on it that is all over the fucking place that GameStop was giving away. But I mean, I have that game already like opened. That's one game that I would like consider saying, you know what, let me get that graded so I don't fucking hurt the damn thing, right?
Yeah, for sure.
So, something like that. But
like, what's the difference in taking a sealed game and putting it in an acrylic case, and then what I did with graded games? What's the difference? Nothing, right?
Nothing at all. And that's how mine is. Mine's in an acrylic case, and it's like, I'm just as happy with it. I don't need to have it,
Exactly. So in a way, we both have the same thing.
Exactly.
It's just mine would be, I guess, socially unacceptable in like the people don't like the graded stuff. You know what I mean? Like
this reminded me of a funny story from game.
I do that, and look, it's fine.
Game.
You know what I mean?
This reminds me of a funny story Will was telling me over at Game On. He was at some booth and somebody had a PS4 Spider-Man. I think it was a low grade. It was like graded 4 or 5, something like that.
Gross.
And like the guy was standing next to Will, and I could be telling the story completely wrong, but he overheard the guy be like, "That game's way better than a 4," meaning like not in grading terms, but like a 1 out of 10, like
a review of it,
like a review of the game. Yeah, that game's much better than a 4.
Oh my god, dude!
All this grading,
he thought it was a grade.
All this grading of the games talk, man, it's making me want to grade a couple of games I own. I mean, just certain ones, you know what I mean? Like I got Spike Out for Xbox sealed, and I've had it for like 3 years, and I have not played it yet. Like I know how the game plays and everything; it's a cool game, but I feel bad opening it because I feel like it's just uncommon that you find a sealed game like that. So
right.
Hey, listen, I'm just gonna throw it out there. I have an Xbox KOTOR sealed right now. I will rip the seal live on this podcast if we get enough likes on this.
Hey,
I
there you
will
go.
rip
Oh,
it
man,
live
I like
right
that.
now.
Perfect, dude. Let's get some likes.
You heard it
If
first
we get some
here.
likes
Chris,
in
you're in
this,
charge of pumping everybody up.
I will rip Kotar for Xbox. I have it somewhere in this room.
Zach,
That's
you
what
want
I'm
to see?
talking about.
Zach, we've done that before on this show, right? You want to see what I've ripped open on this show?
Let's see it.
Ooh.
Oh man, not Poop Slinger.
Yeah, man. It was a slow rip too, dude. He did it slow and like everybody was like telling him not to do it.
I open everything,
Oh
baby.
my god, man!
Crazy.
I have never seen that game open.
Yeah,
And
that's
now
the only one.
That's why mine is the rarest fucking boot slinger in the world.
Rarest unboxing ever.
Oh my god! I mean, if you in the I guess economical side of it, what's funny is the CIB one sometimes can be more expensive than a sealed one because sealeds are so common, like limited run Switch games. But like open ones are so uncommon, they could actually cost more.
I really feel like
it's
But you
open.
can play them.
I really feel like that's going to be the future of collecting, with all of these collectors that have closets full of sealed limited run games.
Yep, 100%.
You know,
100%. How many likes? What are we at right now? How many likes do we have?
I don't know. James would have to look.
We're at
Chris was
11 right now.
Chris was checking for us too. We're putting Chris to work a little
Somebody
bit.
tell me how many likes, and I'll just tell you how many numbers
We're
I need.
at 13 right now.
Oh yeah, it's got to be
13.
higher. Than
Man, we
13.
better get at least at 50 or something. That's crazy. 13.
Yeah.
How
How many are in the chat right now? Huh?
We got 48 views right now.
48. There should be at least 48 fucking likes on this bitch.
If we get to, and y'all can post it everywhere. I encourage you. If we get to 50, I'll rip the Kotar. If we get to 100, I will rip Shadow Heart's Covenant.
Oh,
sealed.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, please no.
This one's gonna hurt me.
I love
I
that game. Oh my
spent
god.
way too much for this, and it's sealed. And I will rip it for 100 likes.
I'm all for it because I hate seals, man. I really hate seals.
Oh, we're at 19 right now. We're at 19.
I will do it. Oh, now I'm scared, dude. I'm sweating.
Sweating bullets.
James, are you gonna make the ticker on the bottom? 50 likes.
Yeah, I know. Ticket.
We're
We're at 22 right
I have
now.
it somewhere. I don't know where it's at. I gotta find it. I'll find it. There was a question somebody asked. And I can't remember what it was. James, did you ask me a question about something? I forgot.
No, I got another question for you though. You ever decided to do like Whatnot?
So we've done Whatnot a couple times. We get absolutely blasted every time we jump on Whatnot. I lose thousands. I have lost. I think in total we've probably lost like close to $1,200 to $1,500 like doing Whatnot any times. You got to have a big following for that stuff. Otherwise, people aren't spending any more than 40% on stuff. And if I'm paying 60% minimum, sometimes I'm losing money left and right. So
right.
People say, and I hate this expression. I know it can be true, but I hate this expression. For me, you got to lose money to make money, and I don't like that idea.
Well, Whatnot was perfect. It was good. It was a good time during the whole COVID situation. That's when a lot of the big sales were happening for a lot of people. But after that, dude, it's just like you can't start anything at $1 anymore because you'll lose so much money on your own. One guy was complaining. He was almost complaining like, "Hey guys, come on! I paid this much money for this." And I was laughing, but I was kind of sad at the same time for him because he was serious. And I was like, "Man, you got to sell somewhere else beside Whatnot, man. If you're gonna,
Well, the fish pond was a lot smaller too back then for sellers too. Now everybody, you don't like somebody's sale, you just move on to the next guy. So
exactly,
that's true.
And they're so into it too, man. Like, wow, rare games, steal. Look at this mint. They're like all pumped up. I'm like, damn, dude, these guys, how do they do it every other day like that? That's insane. That had that much energy, but because of making money, man, I guess that's how they got to do it.
We have a
I
question.
don't believe in that. So
we have a question from chat. Kenneth Mullen asks, Zach, what's your view on emulation?
So I have no issue with emulation whatsoever. Analog does it. I mean, with the analog pockets and people that have EverDrives, I think technically an EverDrive's emulation.
Yeah.
I don't want to see how it's not emulation. You're putting ROMs on a drive to have a bunch of games on one drive, right? If I do that on my PC or if I do that on EverDrive, it's the same freaking thing.
Right.
I have no problem with it. I'll be honest with you guys. I actually sell emulated consoles as well. I sell PSPs that are modded with thousands of
Good.
games on them. I sell Vitas with thousands of games on them. I sell Game Boys with thousands of games
Even
on them.
better.
Because
I remember
why
looking.
not?
Actually, Chris in the chat. He's the one that was interested in buying that pocket from you.
My analog, yeah, that's right.
Yeah. There he is.
He was nervous to ask you for a deal. He was really nervous.
Yeah, he wanted to ask you for a deal. He was very nervous asking for a deal. He was very nervous.
If I could have, I had room on it to make. That's fine. You know, I don't have any problem with emulation whatsoever. I will sell a console to somebody because nowadays I look at it like this. Nowadays, people just want to pick up a console and not worry about buying games. They just want to have all the games on one console, and that's it.
Yeah.
And access like that makes them appreciate, you know what I mean? Like they might want to buy a game just to have a physical copy because they like it so much, you know?
I mean, I'm not gonna lie.
You know?
I don't, I definitely have some EverDrives, but the EverDrives that I have, I mean, they make more sense in a handheld because you know you're on a plane or something like that.
Yes.
You're not carrying around 600 cartridges
for sure.
The only home console I have an EverDrive for is the Turbo, because I do not want to start having to afford to start a Turbo collection. you know what I mean? Like,
I have an N64 EverDrive because I just wanted a EverDrive to play all my N64 games on the analog 3D. You know, like it was the best thing to do. You know, I have an analog pocket that I play all my SNES, Genesis, NES, Game Boy Advance, Game Boy Color games. Like it's one console with a bunch of games. How could I not be happy? And it's okay because I do buy the physical games. Nowadays it doesn't even. I don't buy it to support the creator. What am I buying? A Game Boy Advance game to support SquareSoft or Square Enix?
Right.
No, I'm buying it because I want to buy it.
Yeah, you're supporting Joe down the block that needs some crap.
That's
money.
what I'm doing, man. And like I'm okay with buying physical games now because I'll end up emulating it anyways. Like I had a modded Switch. I'll say it out loud. This whole podcast is about to get taken down, aren't we?
Yeah.
We've done a lot worse.
But I mean, I've had a modded Switch with a bunch of games on it. You know, I'm waiting for the Switch 2 to finally be moddable, because then I'll pay someone to do it because I just want to have a console that can get all the new games on. Like, I'll buy the games and I'll collect them. So technically, I'm supporting Nintendo at the end of the day. But I don't know. I'm okay. The question was, am I okay with emulation? How do I feel about it? No problems. Let it happen. It does not bother me even a little bit. Does it affect my business? It will, and it does because. If I sell a PSP with a bunch of games, I will not sell those PSP games to that person. So I lose that kind of sale.
Yep. Guys, we're at the hour mark.
The germ put something in the chat. He can't stand walking into retro game stores that have reproduction games. What do you think of that? I can't stand that. I can't stand it. I don't like reproduction games. I don't like reproduction art, even if they're labeled. I mean, if it's literally on the cover art, like printed on the cover art that this, or on the cartridge that this is a reproduction, that it's a little gray area for me there. But man, I always feel like once that shit's out in the wild, that it's bought with good intentions, but it's not going to stay with that person forever, and it's going to get into the wild.
Down with repros, down with all of those scummy, disgusting black droplets on the circuit boards. Nasty repros. I live in the countryside of Dallas, and we are a firework-free zone. I have strapped a Smash Bros. Reproduction cartridge to a firework and shot it off to Kingdom Come. Like, dude, down with repros. I can't stand them. People are like, you can give away to kids. No, I'll destroy them before I ever give them away to a kid because I don't want that circulating anywhere. So no,
would it be okay if the repro was obviously like a repro, like it said repro on it, so people would know, or it just doesn't matter? Like you just
destroy any. If I see a repro, I'm destroying it. I'm going to 100% destroy it.
Like the only type of, and it's not even a reproduction. The only type of repro that I accept, for instance, is Project Retro games, because his are fan translations of games that didn't exist in the U.S. anyway, and literally on the back cover it says Project Retro games. So they're not technically reproductions; they're fan translations.
That's like having a cover art. to a song.
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
what that is. Like that to me, that's fine. That doesn't bother me.
Yeah.
But if you have a Pokemon Red that's fake, I'm destroying it. If you
That's
have
it.
a Pokemon Ruby
There's
that's
so
fake,
much
I'm
fake
destroying
Pokemon
it.
stuff out there, man. All that stuff needs to be
Yeah.
destroyed.
I'm-
Well, you know what?
I'm-
You buy it for the 10-year-old in 20 years, 15 years. That kid's gonna sell his game collection. Now it's out in the wild.
Mhm.
He doesn't remember that it was a repro.
I down with repros. I can't, in good faith, as a retro and modern video game seller, I can't in good faith let him go. I can't.
Yeah.
I just can't.
Have you found anybody trying to sell you a repros? And
100%. Yeah, we get it all the time. Those people, if they don't sell it to me or they don't give it to me, like in the collection buyout, they can keep it. I don't want it, period.
Yeah.
Like, I do not want to even have this anywhere in my house, anywhere in my inventory, because I don't want it to somebody, I don't want my bounty. I don't want people to know like I have it, and then they're like, he sells repros. No, I do not sell a single repro ever.
Yeah.
What else,
It could fall through the cracks, and you're like, fuck.
I cannot do it. I will not do it. I can't support it. I had a guy reach out to me about like some Sculptor's Cut and Conqueror's Bad for like obvious repros from Mercari for like $20. And he was asking me if they were repros. Obviously they were repros. Like I knew they were right off the rip. And he's like, do you think I should buy them? And I was like, dude, I can't in good faith tell you to buy them. Because I can't support repros. So that's up to you, but I can't tell you yes or no.
Yeah, there's no
problem.
I can't tell you yes.
What about
I'll
the
just tell
hacks?
you no.
Hacks,
Like you're talking like Pokemon ROM hacks. I think ROM hacks in
Yeah.
the same way are like cover arts. Like it's just like not cover arts, cover songs. It's a person's own like fan made game. Like that's okay. I'm okay with that. That's fine.
You can't put that on a shelf and be able to fake to somebody unless they're really not knowledgeable about games at all. That game never existed in the first place. So ROM hacks,
Correct,
I think, are fun. They could be very fun to have. They're neat. Like I think I've seen like that Mario 64 where they're all like slashers, like Jason and Freddy. Stuff like that.
Seen that,
That's fun
and those are cool. I don't sell them personally.
Yeah.
I think we have a Pokemon Clover somewhere in this house because somebody just threw it in with the collection, and it's a good fan made Pokemon game, but I won't ever put it in inventory for $5. I won't even put it for $1. Like, will I give it away to a kid or like somebody who just wants Pokemon stuff? Sure, I'll give it away because it clearly just says Pokemon Clover, and that's not a real game.
Right, exactly.
But like, I won't. As of right now, I won't actively try to sell it to anybody because I can't in good faith do it. Plus, it was a throw-in for me, so obviously, I'm just gonna give it away. Like, I don't want to make money on it. Just give it away. I'm not the kind of person that wants to make money on everything. Just give it away. A great example is a guy gave me this Majora's Mask pin, right? We have no idea where it's from. We think it's a promo from GameStop. He gave it to me in good faith and just said, "Hey, you can have this." And I was like, "You know what? I'm just giving it a go. I'm gonna text Mort and I'll just ship it to Mort because I know Mort collects Zelda stuff and I'm not selling it to Mort. I'm just saying, hey, here's another Zelda thing for your collection because you like it and it was given to me for free. You can have it for free too.
Pass it on. Yep, exactly.
Yep.
Put good. If you put good karma out there, good karma will come back to you.
That's 100%.
Oh, most likely. Yeah, most definitely.
All right, guys, let's get into the news here. So let me pop this up. Zach, did you check out the news yet?
I did. I saw all the stuff. Yeah.
Okay. Nintendo is mad. Prominent gaming insider Nate the Hate spilled the beans on a significant portion of Nintendo's alleged release calendar on his podcast. The reports were confirmed by major media outlets like Video Game Chronicles, which is VGC, through their own sources. Highlights from the leaks include Zelda Ocarina of Time remake to coincide with the 40th anniversary, a new Star Fox game releasing as soon as summer 2026, new 3D Mario in 2026, or no 3D Mario in 2026. The next 3D Mario will drop in 2027. And lastly, Summer confirms that Splatoon Raiders, Rhythm Haven Groove, Fire Emblem Fortune's Weave, and a third-party exclusive Dust Bloods. What do you guys think of these leaks on the Switch 2?
Ocarina of Time is like the most obvious one to point out, as like right now, because it's what the number one game of all time is Ocarina of Time, and it's like, that's exciting. It is exciting to finally see it coming out. If nobody has said it yet, it's the Skyrim of Nintendo. It just keeps coming back year after year after console after console. Is it a great game? 100% always is. And I think have a new Ocarina of Time, or I guess a remaster maybe is what it's going to be, on Switch 2. That's going to be awesome. I can't see any negative to it. I'm
tired of re-releases on every, like, if they come out with Ocarina of Time, I would want it built ground up, make it look in the style of Breath of the Wild. You know what I mean? I don't want to see any fucking polygons. I don't want to see any fucking, you know what I mean? But no, Nintendo's going to do what Nintendo does, and it's just going to be the same old game slapped with a HD coat of paint on it, and there you go. But
that is what's going to happen. I know it will. We all know it will.
Probably going to use AI somehow.
Did you guys see that there might be a Switch 2, the first Switch 2 special edition console might be the Ocarina of Time?
I did hear that. I personally feel like that's going to be a stretch because with the price increases. I mean, maybe a set of Joy-Cons I could see, like they did for the Switch 1 before, but or God, man, dedicating a whole Switch to Zelda. I know I would buy it at whatever price, but Nintendo's got to think business, right? So
that's true.
We'll see. I mean, I could see it on shelves, but supposedly the Switch 2 isn't selling very well because of the price hikes and whatnot. From what I think,
a lot of these systems aren't going to sell well. $900 PS5 Pro, like that's insane.
Yeah, 100%.
Hell, they just got a handheld that is like $2,000. This is crazy. Like,
the ROG, I think the ROG Ally or something.
No, it was something else. Something I can't remember the name of it.
It was one of those PC-based ones.
I just think Ocarina of Time it's been shoved down throats of generations for years now. It is a really good game. But to Sean's point, give me something like Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom style with Ocarina of Time. Like
exactly.
No loading screens. You know what I mean? Don't give me loading screens or anything. Just let me walk through a door. Capcom did it best with Resident Evil 2 and Resident Evil 3 remasters, where there was no loading screens. You just went through doors. Like that was one of the best things they ever did for that series. And so I think if Ocarina of Time had no loading zones, I'd kind of be like, all right, this is a way better improvement, huge quality of life over the original.
I think it was like a sandbox game where everything is like actively like open that you can walk into. So that'd be great. But the thing was, in Nintendo, they don't want to put in their work, that kind of work for that type of stuff. Because they feel like anybody's going to buy anything they want, so they don't have to really be creative anymore. And that's the problem.
Man, in a perfect world, just imagine, right? Wouldn't that be cool? Like instead of all these re-releases, they actually took the old games and rebuilt them to make them modern, like they did with Resident Evil 2 and 3. They made it very modern. They're very much more playable now than they were back in the day. But as for the leaks, do we get pissed at leaks?
That's what I was saying. I'm tired of the leaks. Let shit just be normal. Let it happen. If it comes out, it comes out. If it I don't need to know everything that's going to be coming out or potentially could be coming out. Like,
every time with these leaks, you get 3,000 people that are just throwing shit to the wall. It's like, oh, new Donkey Kong's coming, a new Donkey Kong. Yeah, eventually, a new Donkey Kong's going to come, a new Zelda's going to come. We get it. All right. You're going to be right one year, But, I wish we could go back to the days of, like, you only found your shit out, like, through magazines,
even the movie, the Mario movie, like, why are you showing Star Fox?
Right.
Let surprises happen in the movie, like, be surprised about that. Oh, shoot, a Star Fox, I'm sure there's other stuff in the movie that they're not showing, but like that's a big thing,
To add on to leaks, I agree. Like, I think they need to die off, and the reason why leaks need to stop is actually one big reason, and that's games are getting overshadowed now, and media is getting overshadowed now because leaks keep happening.
Right.
Yeah.
A great example: Mouse, or was it PI Mouse for Hire
Yeah,
is coming out
Mouse,
later
yeah.
this month, and
Right.
I'm very excited for that game. But it is getting glazed over because of Grand Theft Auto 6,
Yep.
because of Star Fox leaks, because of Ocarina of Time leaks, and it's getting completely glazed over. And it pisses me off because that game's going to be awesome.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And that's
Exactly.
why leaks need to stop, or at least, just give me the big thing. Don't give
Well,
me every little thing.
That's one of. I mean, that's one of the problems with like let's even say YouTube or the video game culture. It's always about going on to the next thing. It's never being satisfied with what we have right now. It's always bitching about what hasn't happened yet, and or hyping it up so much, and then the day it comes out, you get 1,000 videos that say this game sucks. Dude, I can't wait for Grand Theft Auto to come out, and everyone fucking hates it because it's not what they expected. It's not what they expected. It's gonna go below expectations. Everyone
have you guys played Slay the Spire 2 yet?
I have not.
No.
It's a deck building game, roguelike deck building game. It's really good.
Not my style.
Okay. It's the sequel, and no one's talking about it. It even has 2-player co-op mode on it. A deck building roguelike has 2-player co-op. It is a really well-made game. Very, very well-made game. Nobody talks about it. I talk about it with my friend group. But that's about it.
Right.
I don't hear anybody else talking about it. It got just glossed over because the next thing's coming. So I think leaks need to completely stop because it's ruining the culture of what some of these developers can really put out, and people are just missing out on this stuff. And that's why I like making those shorts. I like making videos about the content about like games that I'm hyped about or games that I'm playing right now, because it's just like people are missing out on so many good games, man.
That's the point I'm trying to make. I think the culture isn't, even though we love to say the culture isn't about games anymore. The culture is about what's next. You know what I mean? It's constantly like, what's next?
Constantly.
Like the PS5 comes out and a week later they're making PS6 fucking rumor videos. It's like, calm the fuck down.
I know. Live in the moment. We have all these amazing games that we're only in April.
And I think we have a story tonight on the news about something like that, and I'm all right, just coming up. So,
last week, Capcom added Alex to Street Fighter 6 roster. Cool, whatever.
I've been to Alabama.
There's a problem though. The ending, Alex gets the game's arcade mode. What? In the end, he marries Patricia, his adopted younger stepsister, who also happens to be his second cousin. On top of that, she's knocked up with Alex's baby.
Oh, Jesus.
The lore of the family tree is already established in previous games. Well, anyways, people freaked out and Capcom apologized, but they're not changing the story. They're going to patch in some dialogue into the game and to explain the events leading up to their conclusion, but it's still their story and they're sticking to it. Insert some sort of hillbilly cousin fucking joke here.
I think I remember her in Alex's.
Obviously, you read
back in the day.
word. Oh, I'm sorry, Reggie. Go for it. What'd you say?
No, I had finished. But in Street Fighter 3, I remember if you beat the game with Alex, I think she was somewhat in the ending. I can't really remember, but geez, they got to be better at storytelling, man. Like, geez, Capcom, like it's like that. Why do we run into these problems? The last time I heard something with the whole thing, remember the whole thing with Poison? With the whole thing with, I was like, dude, come on, man! Like, quit making this crazy for people. Just give it a simple story so people could be satisfied. But you make it weird and like just terrible writing, dude.
Poison used to be hot as hell. She ain't anymore.
Exactly. Everybody's like, what the hell? Like, come on.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I guess they could patch something in to fix that, obviously, and everybody forget about it. But we shouldn't have these awkward moments though in the video games. Just like,
right?
Like, come on, just keep it simple. And they could have said they weren't related and
or
whatever like that.
Who's quality controlling this?
Right.
How much they're going to come out with like
AI?
She was I can't say the word probably on YouTube because that'll be real bad. But she was impregnated by somebody else unwillingly, and he's stepping up and taking. Watch
what the hell?
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, like whoever's like going over the stories, oh, this is good to go, man. They need to be, I don't know, man. Just come on, dude. You got to do a better job so nobody complains.
Yeah.
The last thing anybody's complaining about is the ending, in a fighting game. They want to just know if the character's good or not, which Alex is Alex is a bottom tier character because he's so hard to use, man, because he's got to get close to you and everything like that. So that should be more of the argument that he's not a better character. But yeah.
I'm gonna let Sean take this next one after I read it here. The Evercade Nexus has arrived and they're slamming hard on the FOMO button. They've got a standard Evercade Nexus for $199 and a limited edition model called the Nexus 64 for $229. Limited to 2,000 units. Both come with Banjo-Kazooie double pack cartridge. But the Nexus 64 edition includes colored buttons, screen protectors, a hard shell case, poster, certificate of authenticity, an exclusive Nexus 64 box. The specs include 5.89 IPS screen, wireless headphone support, quad-core 1.5 gigahertz processor, 4 gigs of RAM, blah, blah, blah. The shit's all packed in a Switch-style housing case with symmetrical analog sticks. Pre-orders went up April 1st.
It doesn't really matter because Sean is probably going to get both. He probably has both pre-ordered already. So he's like,
got them already.
No, actually, unfortunately, I did not. I can't afford to pre-order it right now. I missed out on the pre-order, and the 64 edition sold out really fucking quick. It was only 2,000 units available.
Oh, it did sell out?
Within an hour, I think.
Yeah, the 64 edition, and I think that comes with a different cover for Banjo-Kazooie, if I'm mistaken.
Was it blue?
Custom. No, well, maybe that's also the blue card as well. But I think the actual cover is going to be different than the regular standard edition that they're going to have. I'm very stoked on this. I will be picking one up. As for the bundle, the N64 bundle, that's what sold out very quickly. If you bought it through Funstock, I did notice the other day on Castlevania Games, you could buy the regular version bundle as well. Like to get the carrying case, the screen protector, and the game. They all come with the game no matter what. For the price point of that bundle, it's a great deal. They are selling the carrying case separately, which is great because what an odd freaking console to find odd size console to find a carrying case for. But dude, I'm stoked. To me, that means that they're going to probably start coming out with more PS2 era games, PS1 era games. The sky's the limit now that we have dual analog sticks on it. So, and another cool thing is, if you have a friend that has one, you can wirelessly play a 2-player game with them and through only one cartridge, which is really
that's really cool.
That's really cool. Yeah, as far as what I was told about the power of the Evercade systems, I think it was on the level of a Dreamcast.
Okay.
I'm not sure if it'll get to. I'm not sure if it's on the level of PS2. It's possible, but definitely a Dreamcast. So we'll see at least up to those type of games on the system, unless they come out with a different version. I guess that's But
do you guys think there's too many handhelds out right now? I feel like every other month there's a handheld coming out.
There is.
Yes, 100%.
Well, yes and no, because the thing is, the problem is like everybody was playing games on their cell phone or whatever like that, and now portable gaming is like the new trend. No one sits home and plays games like that anymore. They play it everywhere they go now. Like anywhere you have access to a game, your phone, a tablet, or wherever. People are just used to like gaming on the go now. So that's where the handhelds come in. They kind of like they're taking advantage of that, I guess.
Go ahead, Reggie.
The Evercade, when you're talking about too many handhelds coming out, I agree with you completely. The Evercade, I put in a different category though because it is cartridge based. It's not like one of those PC handhelds like the Xbox, the ROG Ally, the Steam Deck, the Legion. To me, all those consoles, those are all they're exactly the same. Why get one over the other? They all do the same fucking thing. They're gonna play Mario Brothers, no problem for you, buddy. You know.
I take it back to
Evercade is back to the collector. You know, you want to collect the cartridges. You like to put them in, this and that.
I take it back to like the Switch really proved one big thing, and that was handheld gaming is like the future. Like it is like the best thing that you could possibly have done was bring handheld gaming back into our lives. You know, we had Game Boy Color and Game Boy Advance. We had DS, 3DS. And, you know, those did great. They did really well. But the Switch proved that you could have a very powerful console in the palm of your hands.
Right.
And the Evercade, when they announced this, I was pretty excited. I was really excited for the Nexus. Banjo-Kazooie is actually my #1 game of all time. And
yeah, there you go.
Obviously, I was hyped. Like I was really, really hyped. Because I've played banjo since I was a kid, you know. And the thing is, like, I'm so excited. Like, the performance looks great, but there are so many handheld consoles out there that how do you pick one? You know, like who's the best one? What's the best bang for your buck? And like, dude, the competition's fierce, and unless you're really versed in technological advances, you might pick up the wrong one, and then you're just like, damn, this sucks. This is like terrible desync. This is terrible, like frame rates. Like it just might happen to you, you know? And I think there's bad handhelds out there. But I think it's just it's the future is handheld gaming, and this Nexus looks really good. The performance looks solid. I don't see a single bad thing about it. I imagine it might upscale just a little bit. I'm hoping it does. On the actual like game itself, just upscales that just a tiny bit more. But I'm pretty excited for it. I really am.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna be picking one of those up. So, no, unfortunately, be the black one, which sucks because I have all the limited edition ones, all the other ones. But
you find it on eBay. I'm sure you'll find it on eBay.
Yeah, you know what? I can't have everything.
Or you might find it at Siege. You never know.
That's true. That's true.
Huh? All right. Well, might find it. Who knows?
All right. On April 1st, our two most favoritist limited edition video game companies in the whole wide world announced pre-orders for new games. On the left, from Limited Legacy Games, we have Mount Hole, and on the right, from Limited Rare Games, we have Benjo 10. Wait a minute, dude! April 1st. That's April Fool's Day. Is this some sort of joke? Well, these guys weren't joking when they took your pre-order money. Nah, they wouldn't screw you around like that, would they? Only time will tell. FOMO, dude. FOMO, something. FOMO, buy them now.
It's so funny when you're trying to read like Will's news stories. It's so
that was perfect. I had no problem. I thought it was beautiful.
Thank you. Did any of you guys pre-order these things?
No,
I did not. I didn't even know they came out, to be honest with you. I was too busy getting engaged. Did I mention that?
There you go.
I did. I pre-ordered Benjo 10. Mohouse. I really don't think that company's up to the FOMO levels yet, where I need to run out and grab it right away. So I'll have time on that game. Benjo 10, that's a different story because those will just sell out that fucking day, so I get it anyway.
It's like 1 day pre-order.
Yeah. So
that's the thing. I got Benjo 10, but because like I'd either have to go secondhand market, you know, because it's only 1 day. If mouth hole, I think it's mouth hole or mouth hole, whatever.
It's mouth hole with a hyphen. Trying to be all fucking artsy.
If that was a 1 day, I'd probably buy that too, because then I wouldn't have to worry about secondhand. But it's open pre-order. So
question.
You gotta let every year they do this. I mean, at least Limited Rare does. They do this, you know.
If you open it up and put it into your console, or if it's a QR code or something, you scan it or put it in your console, and it plays a Rick Roll video. Would you have expected anything other than that?
I'd be pissed.
Hey, all my Limited Rare games are open, and they all play the same fucking game. It's hands running around a fucking. So many game devs today. They're so lazy, dude. It's just like it's the same fucking game, like that survival horror type game where it's like you're running through an empty fucking house and all you see are the fucking hands,
That's
and
it.
it's just like that's
Yeah.
it, man. Give me some
That's
fucking,
Did James and Sean get their copy of Speedo Llama? Yes.
I got mine
did.
like last year before the FOMO kicked in, man.
All the dirt included, dirt cups
Yeah.
and filth.
Yeah,
that was
James
included
has
with
got
it.
shipped with fucking
Trash.
dirty coffee cups and trash and
Crazy.
all for packing material. So
Yeah. I said Poop Slinger was April 1st, so there you go.
there you go. There you go.
Everybody's looking for that next poop singer.
I know that's the thing. Yeah, that's the thing. All right, next one up. Speaking of handhelds,
Here we go.
Moore's Law is Dead has leaked a shitload of information about the new PlayStation handheld. The thing will be released alongside the PS6, and it's going to be more powerful than the ROG Ally Xbox Ally X. I'm not going to read off the specs, but we're looking at full backwards PS5 and PS4 compatibility. It'll run all PS4 games at 100 or 60 frames per second with no issues. It can output video via USB-C output. It features a micro SD port, M.2 slot for storage expansion, haptic feedback, dual mics, and a touchscreen. No mention of physical media, though. Goodness. Mass production starts mid-2027, releases somewhere between fall 2027 and early 2028.
Don't I promote this show as saying we don't talk about fucking frame rates and all this other bullshit? You're sitting here talking about quad cores. The fuck are you talking about? Jesus Christ. Anything about this story just falls under my fucking speculation of April Fools, blah, blah, blah. I don't care. I'm not going to give a shit until Sony actually announce it and, puts a picture up and tells me for themselves what the fucking console is. Because right now it's all bullshit, So that's how I feel for that stuff.
Yeah, I need to see Sony come out and say, "Hey, here's the console. It's the PS Switch," and then I'll believe it. For now, nah.
I can see what they're trying to do, though. They're trying to. I can see them testing the waters with the Portal, how they keep upgrading it, because the Portal has gotten way better since it launched.
Ooh, Jesus, man! I finally did that update the other day on the Portal with the higher graphics mode and everything, and man, that thing is night and day difference from the first day that I bought that thing. Every time I used to put it on my leg, it would disconnect. It would take 5 times to connect to the PS5. This and that. If I moved 5 feet from where I was in one area of my house where I knew it worked, it would fucking disconnect. That I haven't had one problem since the updates. It stays connected. It plays great. Plays flawlessly. No screen tearing. Nothing fucking. I love it, man. So yeah.
Real quick here.
That's my rant. Thanks, guys. Yeah. Thanks. All right. Nobody agrees. All right. Cool.
Question from Turner, Decentry. James and Sean, question: do you guys ever regret? I can't even talk. Going for a full PS5 collection? Question more towards James. No, I don't regret it. It could be over anytime soon. Yes, because there's already tons of games out there. But I don't regret it because that was my thing. I mean, I have a full PS3 set. I have a full Vita set. I did the Wii U set. And so like it was always something like I collect, but like I was always like I wanted to go for another full set. And then at the time PS5 was coming out, and that's kind of how it rolled. I started going for a Switch set when it first dropped, 10 years ago next year, and that was a mistake. So I'm glad I stopped that.
I mean, as for me, I mean, I was going hard on the PS5 set, and I admit it. I've slowed down. I mean, I still get a lot, but the reason I've slowed down is because I've shifted priorities. I mean, I want to travel more. I want to go to these conventions. I want to meet people. That obviously cuts into $1,000 a week on PS5 games, like I was spending. So, it's just we got to make sacrifices here and there. So
there you go.
John's looking for love out there.
In all the wrong places.
Looking for love.
Yeah, I'm looking for love. Let me go to the fucking game convention with 300-pound
There you
fucking
go.
sweaty guy with fucking Crocs and socks on. Yeah,
leave Reggie alone. Come on.
That's hilarious, dude. Crocs and socks.
Crocs and socks, baby.
It reminded me of a time back in the day when me and my friends were randomly playing a basketball game and we were going to decide teams by Crocs versus socks or sandals. It was. So, a bunch of us, the opposite team had Crocs on, the other team had sandals on, which is fucking weird.
The poor man's version of it's the poor man's version of boats and hose. You know what I mean?
And then our last news story for the evening here. If you were expecting anything from limited run games anytime soon, you probably got an email stating your shit was delayed. Shocker. I know. Limited Run stated that they may have been too aggressive with their expected delivery dates, overly optimistic even. Anyways, the email continues to say, going forward, the date is the date, and it's a date you should be able to believe when placing an order. Too bad that date is 3 months shipping window. Goodness. Even the cable company gives you more accurate time of arrival. I kept seeing, I saw Joel from Media Glitch. He posted about it. That was the first one I saw, and then I kept seeing stuff on Twitter, and then Sean got it, and then I checked my email, and then I had it as well.
Yeah, I got 4 or 5 emails this week, and I surprisingly enough, the first email I got was a very weird letter from Limited Run. We're trying to find your order. What? And I was like, I'm like, what order are we talking about? And it was the Soul Reaver Collector's Edition or something. And and I was like, why are you sending an email telling me that you're trying to find the order? That's weird. And then like 3 days later or something, it said, oh, your order's finally shipped. So that has shipped. But like right after that, we're trying to find your order. Then I got a bunch of other emails about different games later on.
Yeah, I did. I was just saying.
You know, dude, I order so much from Limited Run that I don't fucking know when the game's coming. When it comes in the mail, it comes in the mail. So I'm like, oh, they're moving it to like a 3-month window at the end of the year. Like I was expecting to probably never get the fucking thing anyway. So what the hell's the difference, you know? But yeah, I mean, they seem to always have this problem every couple of years. I mean, what did the person quit that actually, you know? Real demand.
It sounds like they're
good, and now they're fucking going all over the place again.
It sounds like they're trying to blame Josh, the old. I think he was the old. I don't know, CEO or whatever.
Right.
Sounds like the base off. It sounds like they're trying to blame him being over, over optimistic and.
Obviously, that's the easy thing to do because they're
going to blame the person that's not there. Yeah.
The past 2 years, they tightened the ship pretty well. I mean,
they did.
They were shipping on time. Everything was coming in as and when expected. The only thing I didn't like that they started doing in order to meet those shipping criteria were a lot of collector's editions. They'd ship the game separately than the collector's.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it wouldn't be in the box.
See, I don't like that.
I don't want to box.
I don't like that. Yeah.
Yeah, I like it.
Oh no, man! Am I the weird one out that likes that? I like that.
I mean,
that's nice.
I get the game. I get the game to play it on day one because they had was it Dead Space? They had the Dead Space was like that. Mortal Kombat's been like that.
Yeah.
But I don't like. I like everything in one box. I guess I don't know. I don't know.
Hey, well, and the other thing that irked me is about that is like, for instance, I ordered the Shadow of the Damned Collector's Edition with the gun. And I ordered a separate copy for me to open and play. All of a sudden, I get 2 copies of Shadow of the Damned in the mail. I'm like, what the hell is this? 6 months later, I get the gun. And I'm like, all right, well, I guess I'll put this in the box, right? There's no space in the collector's edition box for the game. So it's like, well, that sucks. Now I just got a fucking gun, I don't know.
Square Enix did that, and they still do that where the game comes separate outside the collector's edition box. I like that as a collector myself. I just, because I was a sealed collector edition guy and I liked having all my sealed collector editions, like boxes and content and stuff like that. Because you can tell this Final Fantasy stupid one right here, it took up this whole shelf. That's how much stuff was in that box. Like, that's too much stuff, man. I don't have enough shelf space for that. But you know what I do have shelf space for? If I push that box back and put the game in front of it, I say I have the collector edition. And then I can display what game it is or something. Like, I kind of like that. And I like the fact that I can play my game without having to rip open my box of collector edition contents that I'm not even going to use ever.
But then to me, it just becomes a fucking glorified loot box. You know what I mean? I'm like,
yeah, okay, I can see that.
Yeah. So I don't know.
I might be the odd man out, but
it makes it easier for me to sit there and say, then I don't need it. You know?
Yeah. Well, so like Shadows, was it Shadow? Is it Sonic Shadow Generations? I'm still waiting on my collector edition. Like I've had my game. I played through and beat it, and that was a year and a half ago. And we're still waiting on that collector edition to come in. Right. So I still have yet to get it. And I think I sold the game already because I already beat it. So
exactly right. So,
I will say this: limited company games. This company's on the clock right now. Lost in Cult.
Oh yeah,
they're on the clock. Yeah. They got to do something quick because I've ordered their first 3 releases and nothing. I'd have to pull up the order, but they're supposed to be out like first quarter, maybe first quarter. But they keep delaying stuff. The game, I could get the game, but it's the version of that they have out.
I tell you on Facebook, they're in my algorithm. I don't follow them, and literally, like as I'm scrolling my news feed, like they'll come up like 6 or 7 times, and there's got to be like 20 announcements of games. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'm like, they're coming out
a week ago, and they told me and Jason they wanted to send us something, to promote. And I was like, okay. But now, like, oh Lord, I'm thinking like another first press game situation. Right. Like me and Jason have our copies, but they don't have it, and nobody else has theirs. So I'm like, nah, man, I'm not gonna be doing that because that put me in an awkward situation when I was dealing with first press. So Lost in Cult, I know some of the people that work there. Some of the are former Super Rare Games. They used to work at Super Rare Games, so they're nice people. I don't know what's going on with production, but hopefully it's not bad. But obviously they need to get something out. You know what I mean? Yeah. We're going in the second quarter of this year.
Yeah.
I just feel like they're promoting so many pre-orders right now. Like every time I look, there's a different pre-order up for them for a different game. I'm like, you guys haven't even released. They released Adam a while, like the non-limited run version. Wow.
Yeah. John, do you think they're doing a situation where they're like they're getting pre-orders to pay for another game to get released? Like
no, I you know what? I don't think they're at that point yet because they haven't even come out with a fucking release in the first place yet. You know what I mean? Yeah. And it's like that the first press game thing comes out. The way that I see that happens is everyone take their pre-orders and then they put it all to the second game, and then they have no money for the fucking second game. So they keep trying to fund their next release with the last release, and that doesn't work. I mean, you got to because they'll put 3 pre-orders up at a time, and that's where these companies get into a problem. They, if anything, company like Limited Rare does it right. They come out with 1 pre-order for 1 game, they make the game, they send the game. That's it. Done. They don't have 3 pre-orders going, this happening, all this going on, So
releasing a different title every week,
what's that called? It's like a big Ponzi scheme where like you borrow more money from somebody and then you use that money to pay back somebody and then use that money to pay back.
It's crazy.
It's that. It's
dude, people are going to get to the point where they're tired of this shit. They're just not going to care about getting these physical games.
I don't know why people aren't tired of it already. We've had years of people complaining about limited run and just delays in shipping and shipping errors. And,
well, Zach, another thing, too, with it comes limited run, people mostly complain about the collector's editions because everybody goes for those collectors or whatever like that. I think that's where most of the problems are at with limited run because the Castlevania Anniversary Collection was a debacle, dude. That was 2 years later and shit.
I remember.
Crazy.
I remember.
Crazy. I've never had trouble with them when it comes to ordering like standard edition, which is what I go for these days because a lot of collector's editions aren't worth it like they used to be anymore.
Yeah.
Like, there's a bunch of bullshit in a digital code or something like that. It's like whatever. But I think that's where more of their issues are because they order certain parts. They have different companies make different parts and
Right.
they don't make the date, so they have to delay, and it's just crazy.
Yeah.
Because Limited Run hasn't addressed that. They haven't addressed that, unfortunately.
Yeah, because it's missing like the postcard that was promised. You know what I mean? Or
something like that. You get delayed another 6
Yeah.
months or something like that. So, and Josh is not really, when he was in charge of Limited Run, he's not the type of person that's really apologetic. Like he's like, "Oh, we have something you want, and just wait a little bit longer." They were Limited Run. I mean, the customer service I seen was pretty rude, man. Like I remember my buddy Marcus ordered a game called Golf. You remember that game called Golf? It was like a golf game.
The golf, yeah.
Yeah, he pre-ordered it. And something happened with his pre-order got canceled, and he went to complain to the customer service, and they were like, "Sorry, sir, but this game was too limited." And he has the email that said that shit because they had to they put it like all the O's in it and everything.
I put all the O's in.
Yeah, it was from the girl that used to work there at Limited Run. Like, dude, like these guys, like they know everybody wants something from them, so they don't have to be like, "Oh, like we're sorry, sir," or whatever like that. But that's the problem with Limited Run. Yeah. But overall, I think Limited Run really helped the community in a way to they kept the Vita, helped keep the Vita alive. Thankfully, the Vita almost got shut down years ago. They done a lot of good things, but at the same time, there was a lot of bad issues that they didn't really,
At this point, at this point, they're big enough. I mean, they're backed by, they partnered with Embracer Group and all that. They're big enough where they shouldn't be having these issues at all. They should be operating on a level that that the major labels, operate at. What we're talking about really is the smaller companies, like the premium edition games, the first press games. Those are probably one or two people in a room, and they're just they're robbing Peter to pay Paul and this and that left and right, just trying to keep afloat, and eventually it's just going to implode on you, you know?
Yeah, I don't know, man. It's just I feel like now, I'm not even going to say this because I'm going to get a lot of hate, but I'm going to keep trying to stick with physical, you know what I mean, as long as I can. But I'm starting to understand why people go digital more now because they don't have to deal with these headaches of waiting 2 to 3 years for a game.
No, don't say that.
I'm sorry, man. I hate to say that, man, but it's just what's happening because we got to admit we're getting older. Obviously, like when you get older, time goes by faster because you're having a great time or whatever. So I don't want to wait 3 years for a game that's out now or whatever like that to play it because it gets a physical. You know what I mean? There's a bunch of other stuff I could be playing too, or whatever. I just hate that there's such a delay when it comes to from digital to physical.
Yeah,
and the physical is not done properly because it gets delayed months and it just takes too long.
I think bigger companies are catching on to that and they're using that as a business tactic. I mean, I think that's why we saw such a limited pressing of, let's say, Resident Evil 9. It was sold out all over the place. People wanted to play it day one, so they were forced to buy digital. Even though they wanted the physical.
Yeah,
I think they
purposely a new one. Or was one like that?
Yeah, they purposely short the pressing of it. Just so and then what'll happen is diehard collectors, they bought the digital, they beat the game, and then they'll go out and they're going to buy the physical just to have that physical. So they double dipped on the game. Now you spend $140. You gave them. There you go.
And that game, like playing it. I mean, I had a great time with that one. That was definitely a game that it was worth, not buying twice, of course, but getting the.
What was with your score this week? You gave it a 9. You said.
Yeah, because they cut out content.
No spoilers. No spoilers. I am still playing.
No, bro. No worries. It's no spoiler, but I feel like it should have had more stuff in the game. Like after you beat the game, a little extras or something like that. But they're adding that stuff in as DLC, which is what they do now. Because Zach, look at it like this. Like remember back in the day, Resident Evil 3, Resident Evil 4, those games came with the extra mercenary mode. Everybody loves mercenary mode. Now they're cutting out the mercenary mode to give it to you later or whatever like that, when it could have came with the regular game or whatever like that. So
I remember that in 4. I played tons of mercenary mode on 4, and I loved it. And that's getting into cut content and just like trying to make this like deadline of timeline of releasing a game. Can they delay a game a little bit more? Sure. Will they? Probably not, because they just want to see their money returned. It's business 101. They just want the return, and that's all they care about.
Oh, I think too, right? I think Reg, you've hit the nail right in the head. I think you said it in Jason's video, your guys' recent video. They want you. They do this on. I feel like they do this on purpose because they want you to keep the game, and then they want you to keep playing the game. Yeah, you beat like Reanimal. It's a pretty short game, but you beat that game. You could trade it in, sell it in, whatever.
Yeah.
But they want you to that DLC that's coming out, that season pass. They want you to come back to that game and
That's
play.
why they guarantee that you keep playing the game, which that's not a practice I really like because I like a complete experience. But I understand.
I tell you, it's very.
Well, go ahead, Sean.
Oh no, I was going to piggyback on what you were saying. It's very rare that I go back and play DLC 6 months after. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm like F that. I'll watch somebody else play it and get the same experience. That by that point, save myself some money.
And to piggyback on that, here's how dated I am. The last DLC for a game I ever bought was Borderlands 2. That was the last time I ever bought DLC for a game. I love that series, and that was the last time. But they made good DLCs. I didn't even buy Witcher 3's DLC. Like I ended up playing the complete edition that already had the DLC with it.
Right.
So I played Witcher 3 again. Like I bought it again. So I guess I bought the DLC, but I bought it again for Switch for PC, and I had DLC with it. But I haven't bought DLC since Borderlands 2. So I'm the worst consumer for that kind of idea because I won't go back. Games come and go so fast. I'm not going back.
Right. I mean, like it comes out for stupid shit, like with that Sonic racing game. I enjoyed that game, but they're always releasing DLC for it. So I'm like, why? I mean, I'm not playing that game anymore. I played it for the first month. I had a fucking great time with it. I'm not going to go back 6 months later and oh my god, they got Mega Man in there now or something. I'm like, well, who cares?
Keep you playing and paying. It's like a subscription service in a way.
Yeah.
You paying or whatever like that until they make their next release or whatever like that. So if all these companies could do subscription service, they would totally do that.
Oh yeah,
and that's what they're. I feel like they're heading towards because look at Grand Theft Auto 6 when that comes out, dude. I believe they wanted to do something like that for that game as well because what they're doing with that game is they're releasing the game itself, the story and everything like that, but they're releasing the DLC. I mean the online stuff later. Yeah. So people are going to be, they're going to be hooked, man. With that game.
I also remember reading a story that they're not going to release a physical of that game until next year. Like, it's going to be.
I heard that too.
That's a rumor. Rockstar would never do that to us. Rockstar would never. Come on. This is Rockstar we're talking about, man.
Rockstar hasn't given me a Bully remaster. I don't doubt they're not going to give me a physical.
Zach,
come on now,
man. I've heard with that too, man. They canceled Bully too.
Come on,
because they're the people that work there. I mean, I forgot who they were saying, but they just don't find it lucrative anymore because Grand Theft Auto made so much money for them. Like they can't go back to being creative with other games. Like no more Midnight Club, no more only focus on Red Dead Redemption and Grand Theft Auto.
Man,
it sucks. The Bully 2 would have been great. We've been asking for that for years. And remember that game called Agent for PS3?
I remember Agent.
Come on, like Rockstar, they could have.
I don't remember that one. It was a physical.
So Agent was supposed to be a physical for the PS3, but no one's ever seen it. I'm pretty sure it was work on it. Rockstar has never shown it. All you've seen is the logo of it.
Dude, they're gonna do whatever they want. At the end of the day, these companies are gonna do whatever they want, and I don't know what to expect anymore. I have no speculation for anything in the current community.
Right. Yeah, I agree, man. It's up in the air with the way these games are now, and I don't know, man. I feel like, hey, at least we got our retro. We have our game collection. We can always go back to what we love. We don't have to really worry about too much of it, anymore. It's just we have plenty of stuff to play, but it's kind of sad to see where it's going with subscription services. Take content taken out to make it like downloadable content later or season pass. Those kind of practices are out there now because no one taught the kids the power of the American dollar. What you buy is what you.
I'm to the point where like if DLC is not out within like a month of me playing this game, I probably won't go back to it. I won't go back. Did I play Resident Evil? Was it Villages DLC? Nope. But I did watch playthrough of it, and that's the best I got.
There you go. And that was fine, wasn't it? He's like, okay, good. This is what
I was okay with it.
Yeah.
I did play Villages DLC because it was free. Wasn't it? Or is it because I bought the deluxe edition, right?
You bought the gold edition, so you bought the gold.
So it came free.
You're privileged. I get it. No, it's cool. Whatever.
That's cool. Well, what's really horrible, Zach? When I got the gold edition for Resident Evil Village, man, I was really excited because yes, all the DLC is gonna be like ready to go. Man, it was a code. Not even embedded on the disc, man. You see, that's where physical media is going. They're not even putting like full content on the disc. They're just reprinting it. So, here's a code to go with it. We're still in
You know
control
who
of the
did?
physical.
You know who did? And they need to get way more credit for it. CD Projekt Red, Cyberpunk 2077 for the Switch 2. All DLC on one cartridge.
On one card, yep.
Oh, dude, it was amazing.
Oh, dang.
Yep,
Yeah.
that's what
Well, supposedly the reason for the PlayStation code, we went over this a long time ago. They count that as a different SKU number, and that's why they can't put it on the disc. They'd have to resubmit it to fucking the ESRB or something like that, if they were to embed it onto the disc. So it's weird. That's why they don't just put it on the disc and they put a code in the box. So
that's lame.
Sean. It's very lame.
That's lame. I'm gonna get that. I'm gonna get that.
I didn't make the fucking rules.
That's why physical media is just not what it used to be anymore.
You could be like you could be like J-Rod and just fucking print out the ESRB and just put it on your own cover for you, and then get caught that way. You know,
he's done though. He's done that. He ain't making no more games. He's doing indie movies.
I saw the writing on the wall of that.
Or something, whatever.
First time we had him on the show.
Let's play some bills real quick.
After the depressants, we come to the next major group of drugs, which is the
So customer just dropped this off for repair. Keep in mind, this is an adult, not a child's console. She specified it was her console. She said, there's nothing wrong with it. It works fine. It's just uncomfortable to play. So, you can see the damage. The entire corner of the case is missing. The charge port is split open. She said that it does still charge. She doesn't want it fixed because it still works and it can still charge. You just have to hold it in the right way. And we pop this off. The battery is pregnant, but she doesn't want that replaced because it still works. And she told me, don't take the tape off because the button will fall out if you take the tape off, but the button still works, so she doesn't want it replaced. She wants the only thing fixed. The only thing fixed. She wants the joystick fixed. Okay, we got the new joystick on, and that's about the only thing that looks nice on the system at this point. It still works though.
You'll never know if it works.
What do you hear? It fucking
It still
works.
works.
Oh my god, dude! That's like, I mean, at least you know they play their system, but geez, they took it everywhere.
That's fix the whole thing. Get rid of the pregnant
Like they
battery.
should be like fix everything.
Yeah.
He's got to take it apart to do that fucking stick anyway.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I have some deep horror stories about like just crap I've seen in some consoles. Like it gets gross.
Oh yeah, no, we know. Yeah, I mean, cockroaches love shit. You know what I mean?
Dude, I love
Yeah,
it.
but it's like once you
though.
see it, you can never unsee it, though, man. That's the problem. Like, you're a victim in a way when people give you their systems to fix. You know, like there's horror stories with that, and you know.
One of my favorite expressions to give customers is like, it works, or there's works, and then there's works well. This goes into the works pile. This is two different things.
It eventually can work.
It's like a comfort. That's a damn comfort console at this point. They're just like, don't fix the joystick. Should we get into package time? You guys ready? You bring packages? Oh yes, Zach. I know you did. You guys ready?
I did.
Yeah,
Let's do it.
I got you.
It's package time!
Package time. Who wants to go first?
I'll
Go ahead.
Okay.
All right. Well, why did you want to go first? It's fine.
No. You know what? I have something that I've. Okay. I told you guys
Go
before the
for it.
podcast. No. I'd love for you to go first because I have a grail of mine that I have been hunting for 5 years, and I picked one up today.
Ooh.
So I want to leave the suspense.
Okay, I like the suspense. All right, guys. I got a couple things this week. Let's see. I did hang out with the Germ this week. We went game hunting and this and that. Like I said earlier. Yeah, we're gonna like I said, I'm gonna release a video this week on it. So this is actually one of the things I got on Thursday with him, and I found this game. It's the Battle Arena Toshiden on the Game Boy.
Okay.
This game, I played it. It is short, but this game is fucking awesome on the Game Boy. It's a great fighting game. It plays really well. I had a lot of fun with it, but it is super short. It was like only
clean as hell.
$20. Very
comparatively,
clean.
is it like at least comparable to the PS1 version?
I've never played,
well, no, I mean,
the PS1
in the sense
version.
of having fun. In the sense of having fun, is it like at least that much fun?
I've never played the PS1 version. The only person that that I know that has played the PS1 version is Will, and he said it sucked. So
okay.
It's actually kind of like in a way better than the PS1 version because it's just like straight combat. Like it's actually pretty fun. I'll admit. I played it.
Yeah, this reminds me of the Neo Geo Pocket like fighting games. You know.
Exactly.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it kind of just plays like that. So I mean, you could literally beat every character in like 20 minutes. You know, it's a very short game.
Wow.
But,
that's pretty short.
No, very short, but you know, it was like $20, whatever. So very cool. This came in the mail this week. We got actually, all right, we got Shovel Knight Dig for the
hell yeah.
Where's that?
Hold on, I have it somewhere right here.
I haven't gotten into playing it.
Wait,
I
have it. Where is it?
Boom.
I can't find it.
So this is the long-awaited sequel. So
there it is. Heck yeah!
There you go. There's a problem with yours, though. It's still sealed.
That's fine. That's okay.
The other day at the game store, I picked up Ghost Rider for the PSP.
Great game. Great game.
You know,
great movie too, right?
I love the movie.
Great game is what I said, Reggie. I said great game.
I was having it on over it, thinking like, all right, this is probably gonna be janky as all hell, but literally everyone I've talked to, they all say this is a great game. So, all right, I'll give it a shot. This came in yesterday. Trials of the Blood Dragon, and looking very closely on that cover, the sexuality of both of those people look very sus to me. So I don't know if I don't know. I have no clue what this game is about. I really don't. So let's see. Discover an epic single player experience combining the top notch gameplay of Trials with the unique style and attitude of Blood Dragon. Does this have anything to do with Far
Cry? The motorcycle game?
Yeah.
I don't fucking
Trials, yeah. The motorcycle game.
Oh, motorcycle game. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Is that what this is?
It's the side-scrolling puzzle motorcycle game. Like Line Rider.
Yeah, take control of Rex Power Colt's Cyber Commando kids as they drive, shoot, swing, and travel through. Yeah, so it's a motorcycle game, I guess.
Oh, so it's Trials in the Blood Dragon universe. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I see. Okay.
Yeah.
I did finally get my copy of Crimson Desert. We got the Walmart exclusive.
Sweet.
Steelbook.
Right.
That's
right,
that.
Sean?
What's that?
I didn't say anything, Sean. Keep going.
What'd you say, Red?
I said that that game has a download that's required.
Oh, well, that's okay. That's okay because I'm never gonna play it. I just wanted it because I just wanted it because it was like an exclusive.
That is cool. The Steelbook is cool though.
Yeah, that's the only reason I wanted it. We also got, surprisingly enough, we got Shovel Knight Dig for the PS5.
I need to get
That's
that
the
one.
one I wanted.
Hell yeah!
There we go, double
dig it,
dipping,
man.
baby. Double
Hell
dipping.
yeah!
Dude, David was very nice to go to Limited Run store and pick up these titles for me and send them up to me. Dungeons and Dragons Neverwinter Nights 2, the enhanced edition. I always get very excited for Dungeons and Dragons video games because of the cover, and then I remember that I'm not into Dungeons and Dragons at all. So I don't know.
You don't have a level 70 warlock? What are you talking about?
What? And then also from Limited Run, we got Worldless.
Dude, I don't actually have that one.
Looks like a pretty cool 2D side scroller, So we'll check that out. I'll save the better for last. Today in the mail, we did get the new Guns N' Roses 7-inch. Look at that, huh? Yeah.
Cool.
Everybody's excited for that, right? And then at the game store the other day, I've been looking at this game for a while, and I asked him to take it out of the case. I wanted to see if it was complete, and I looked at the price, and boy, he had this thing so far overpriced. It was unbelievable, I'll tell you. He had a price tag of $250 on this game. And I told him, dude, I said, dude, that game's not $250 at all. And luckily, he looked it up and he agreed with me. I said, it's like a 150-ish game somewhere. He gave it to me for the 150. He said one of his employees must have overpriced it or something. But it is a very clean copy, and it's complete of Michael Jackson's Moonwalker.
Oh,
nice.
Very nice.
I mean, it's superb.
You get that signed by him.
Is your label upside down?
No,
wow.
No.
Did you guys ever hear about that? There's a
rare variant.
One guy who's upside down label.
Yeah. I believe that version is worth like $500 or something like that. But
man,
yeah. So is it upside down? And don't the colors go through there too or something? Yeah, something like that. Right?
I met the guy who had it because he was at Siege. He was at Siege one year. I met that guy.
Okay. Yeah. There's another way of telling too. I think there's some different wording when you start the game up of what publisher is on it or something. They call it like the Titan, the Teton edition or something like that. But I've been hunting this game for a while. I mean, finally I just said fuck it, I'm getting it. So got it for what it goes for.
I want that game.
Oh, dude, it's so fun. I mean, the premise is ridiculous. You're Michael Jackson and you got to rescue fucking kids. That's ridiculous.
It's the movie. It's like the movie, dude.
That's it, dude.
It's the Moonwalker movie.
I know, dude. It's insane. It's great. That's all I got. So,
who want to go next? Zach, you want to go next?
Yeah, I can go next. Sure. I think the anticipation's ready. Okay, so I mentioned it earlier. I am playing through Resident Evil Requiem. I'm currently playing through this.
Where you at?
cool.
I am at Raccoon City with Leon.
Oh gosh, let me tell you what happens next.
Oh, go ahead. Yeah, I'm listening. I'm listening. Hold on. No, I'm really enjoying it. No, I've been playing through it for a little bit. I think I'm at like the third part of the bomb.
The three things. Okay.
Yeah,
cool.
I'm right there. I'm missing one part is where I'm at. Like, so I'm really close to like the next part. I'm enjoying it. I really am. I'm playing on Switch too. Obviously, it runs surprisingly really, really good. There's one part with a lot of fire, and because of all those pixels, it drops down like 30 to 40 FPS. That's probably the worst it's been.
Really?
But otherwise, I mean, outside of those two places that have fire, 60 FPS consistently. So
are you playing handheld or TV?
Handheld all the way. Yeah.
All right. Have you seen if there's a difference in the way it plays?
I don't play. I actually never put my Switch on TV mode ever. I never do. Right. I just don't. I like laying on my bed and just playing my Switch, man. That's just how I do it.
Yeah. Yep. Same here.
From that same guy, I picked these both up at a convention. So I got Bonanza now. So now I can play through this on my Switch too.
Yeah, I need to get a Switch too because of that.
long story short, I've been stuck on Cyberpunk 2077 since launch of the Switch 2. And I finally 100%ed it. Yeah, that's right. I 100% of that freaking game.
Great.
And it took that long. But to be honest, it took me a year to 100% Witcher 3. So it's just long, big games. There's a lot of stuff to it.
Cyberpunk is a feat, man.
I love CD Projekt Red. I will die on the hill. CD Projekt Red. I got these two. Both Resident Evil Requiem was actually sealed. I have the Generation Pack, which is somewhere up on the shelf. Somewhere. I don't know. I didn't want to open it, so a vendor had both of these. I got these both for like $45 each. Sealed.
Oh,
I was like, done.
You got the deal, man. You got the deal.
Yeah. He's a great guy, though. His name is Javi. He's a really cool guy. I buy from him all the time, and he hooked it up on these. Which begged the question, where did he get this to give it to me for $45?
Exactly, yeah. Because I think when I was at Game On, I saw somebody had Mario Kart World, and that's like the only first title, the first first party title that I don't have, and as time goes on, I don't want to spend fucking $80 on the goddamn game. So I saw it at the convention, and she went like $65, and I was like, nah, I'm just not going to do it for that either. I wanted it for like $40.
Yeah, no, of course. But yeah, I mean, I got these for $45 a piece, and that's a steal. Like 100%. I pulled the trigger on immediately, so I get to keep my Generation Pack sealed. Yeah, that's right, Sean. It's sealed. And I got to open this, and once I beat this, I'm just going to sell it in the inventory, so somebody else can play it if they want to buy it.
There you
go. Salt and Sanctuary. This is a game that has been on my list for a long time. I love Metroidvanias, and this game was like in the hundreds at one point.
Yeah,
I think. And then the sequel came out for it too. I'm really excited to finally play through this one. It's open. I got it for $40, I think, from another vendor at the show I was at. And
did the price come down because they came out with the double pack? I think that's probably what it was.
Yeah, they got reprinted.
I have the double pack. Yeah,
it's just like the Messenger. The Messenger used to be like over $100, almost $200, and now it's like a $50 game if you get the first print one. Not very expensive. Legends ZA. I got the Switch version though because I got this for $35. Guy traded it in, and I was just like, I'll play through it and then resell it. Like, it's not a big deal to me. I collect Pokemon games, but I'd rather have the Switch 2 one in my collection. But yeah, I got this for $35, and it was already open for me, so I will play this on my Switch 2, and I don't think it's going to be that much of a difference anyways, to be honest with you guys.
Yeah. It's still going to be garbage.
So stop. I love my Pokemon. Stop. So yeah, I got these, all four of these I was at a show in Houston, Retropalooza. You guys probably heard of it before.
Yeah. How was that? How was that show? I was hanging out with Jay.
It was good. It was
at Game On. So
yeah, Jay's a really close friend of ours. He's a really, really awesome guy. It was good. On a salesman side, it was a little on the slow side this year. I don't know why, but otherwise, it was a good buying show. Look, we're gonna take this off script, man. I have stacks of just inventory I bought from
where'd you find this?
Dude, there's some grails in there too. There's some, this isn't in my collection, but full CIB, clean box. I mean, just there were some grails I picked up that weekend for inventory.
Including the headphones? The headphones
including the headphones. Yeah, the headphones were in there with earwax from 1980. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. There's a lot of Pokemon stuff I don't want to grab, but I picked up I'll list them in order: yellow, ruby, emerald, silver, gold, crystal, heart gold, soul silver, diamond, pearl, and black 2, white 2, and black 1. All CIB, all in at least 8.5 out of 10 condition, clean. Wow. And I picked all those up in Arizona, actually.
Oh yeah, that's right. You told me about that. So
that was a huge purchase. I dropped grands that weekend on just my own personal stuff.
Hey, sometimes you gotta do that, man. So
hey, it hurt inside, but I did it. Yeah. But the Grail, all right.
Yes,
this is the Grail. I bought a collection today. I will show you guys 2 games to show you guys what at least the minimum stuff that was in this collection that I bought out. Really cool guy. Shout out to Andrew.
Hey, Max.
Pick these two up. These were in his collection. Full CIB and minty clean.
Beautiful.
Now, if these were in his collection, you can only imagine what else I picked up from him. And he has more stuff, and I'm excited to work with him as he's selling off his collection. You know, him and his son are just getting into TCG and One Piece stuff like that. So they want to, like, you know, move on to that. And that's all more power to him. I love video games, so it's something I like to pick up. This, I have been hunting for this. Do you guys know what this is?
Looks like Sonic Knuckles or...
I have been hunting for this for 5 years, and I could never find one. I found one 5 years ago, and it sold within like an hour of me leaving it, and then I came back and wanting it. It was gone.
Okay.
This is the Super Mario Strikers.
Oh, the jersey. Very cool.
Nice.
GameCube 2005 jersey. Nice. GameCube logo on the side, Mario 1 on the back.
How were you able to get that?
How could you get that back in the day? Was that an employee thing?
So,
or did they sell it?
This guy actually used to work at Game Crazy back in the day. And these shirts were only given out, to his knowledge, were only given out at GameStops, and you only got one jersey it was only usually for the manager or like the highest manager there. So there's not much in circulation because of that. Not a lot exists. Now, there was a lot of stores back then, obviously, but only one ever came in per store. So most people kept them. Most of them got trashed. Most of them got washed a little too many times and got destroyed. But I have been hunting for this thing for years. And so now when we go to conventions, I get to rock this bad boy at every convention we go to.
I better not see a cup of coffee or anything in your hand.
Dude, I finished my coffee earlier. I'm good. Dude, I am so excited. I finally found one of these. It's 100% authentic. They didn't make fake ones.
You're gonna be eating a hot dog with mustard. That shit's gonna be all on that white shirt, dude.
You're gonna see me taking my clothes off for these because these are just like, dude, this thing's awesome. I've only ever seen in person 2 other people that have one of these.
That's great. That's a cool find, man. Congratulations.
Thank you. I've been hunting for that forever. There was something I wanted to show you guys. This is technically in inventory, but it was something cool. I've never seen this before, and this was part of that collection I bought out. Does anybody know what this is?
Yeah, Castlevania Portrait of Ruin collector's edition.
Wow, Reggie with the facts.
Okay.
It is Portrait of Ruin. It was a promo item, but it wasn't through GameStop. It was through Game Crazy, is what he told me is where he got it from.
Game Crazy sure was.
But it was Portrait of Ruin. It came with a art book. It came with a a poster featuring the lineage of the series of Castlevania as a whole.
Yeah.
And then the last thing it came with was actually this, a DS cartridge holder and an exclusive stylus to the box as well.
Wow.
Right on.
I have
was
never...
Was that sold to the public, or was that...
No, it was I think it was just a promo item.
It was a promo item they gave away at Game Crazy, I think, if you pre-ordered it. I vaguely remember it, but it was very limited, but it wasn't really promoted as limited. It's just whoever pre-ordered, they got whatever they had in stock, and I have never seen this before. This guy Andrew had it, and I was like, I have to have that because I want to make a video about it because it's just that.
And you know, it's crazy. I've never even heard. I've never in my life even heard of Game Crazy. This is the first time I've ever heard of that.
Yeah, there were competitions at GameStop and EB.
Big competition,
They would still be around, but Hollywood Video folded at the time. They made some bad decisions, and Game Crazy was a part of it.
They must have made it up north though to like New York because I never fucking
Well, I don't think they did. Game Crazy to me was at like Reggie said in Hollywood Videos, and we had those here in Texas. That's where Game Crazy was inside. Like Hollywood Video was Blockbuster for us. Well, we had Blockbusters, but we had Hollywood.
We had a couple Hollywood Videos, but nobody went to them. We all went to Blockbusters up here.
When Blockbuster faded away, Hollywood Video was in business. I want to say for probably another 2 years, and then they finally just completely died off.
Yeah.
So Game Crazy was inside of a Hollywood Video.
It was their rental service and their gaming, like
Yeah, it's like a little area
people.
in the corner. Like, with, like, their own little section.
So they didn't have
Store,
like
building.
their own stores. Okay.
No,
I got you.
not to my knowledge. Not to my knowledge.
Yeah.
No, they were
I
always
remember them-
attached. They were always attached to the Hollywood videos, if I remember
Yeah.
correctly.
Oh, I got you. See, I was never a kid that rented games because I was spoiled. So
You're
Yeah.
privileged. We talked
Yeah.
about this already. He was privileged.
yeah.
That man had cable
Vinyl
television
game.
while I was watching Channel 13. Okay. All right, man. I grew up on Arthur. You grew up on SpongeBob. I get it, dude. I get it. You're privileged. It's okay. It's just
Fuck
stop
that! I'm
ruining
old,
my
man.
face.
I grew up on Voltron.
Okay, rubbing on my face. But yeah, I'm very excited to pick up those Switch games, and then the jersey is just like something that I'm genuinely really excited to wear
Yeah, that's
at
so
conventions
sick.
now. So that's my pickups that I've had. I guess
That's
recently.
rad. Very stoked.
All
Very
right,
stoked
I'll
for
go
you to get
here. Real quick, they redid this one again. I don't know why they did it, but I feel like it's just a constant loop with these redoing. Super Lucky's Tale.
Oh, geez.
New
Did they
Super
re-
Lucky's Tale. I don't know
Well,
why they keep.
I didn't know they were remastering it again.
Yeah,
Porting it? Is it a port or a remaster?
It's a port.
It's a port. Yeah, it came out on PS4, so I mean, I don't even know why they did.
And Switch.
Yeah,
I just got the
But
Switch version. That's what I know.
But back then, was it called New?
Yeah, it was.
Oh, okay.
It was new Super
Well,
Lucky's Tale.
Well, basically, Super Lucky's Tale came out as a digital game, which was called Lucky's Tale. It had some issues with it, if I remember correctly, so they updated it and they started calling it New Super Lucky's Tale, which is now a complete game or better game.
This is a PG Conquers.
It's a solid platformer. If you guys haven't played it, it's a very solid platformer.
This one I'll have to jump in at some point. Eric Slum, The Stolen Dream. This is you're this girl named Hannah that is looking or trying to figure out what happened to her brother. Her brother disappeared, and so you're going around trying to find out what happened to how he disappeared and things like that. So perp games. No, it's more of like an adventure. It's kind of gives me like not too like she reminds me of like a Tomb Raider, but like it's more of like a I don't know, like a more of an adventure type of game.
Okay.
But
cool.
very really good like cinematics, things like that. And it's packed with perp always as well, packed with goodies and stuff like that. So get a lot of good stuff in there.
Elazar wants to know: is it like Hellblade?
Yeah, kind of,
Hellblade.
but not like that scary. Not like scary like that.
Hellblade has a lot of QuickTime events, I guess.
Does it? I'm trying to remember.
Yeah.
And then last but not least, I'll show here a canceled game that you can only get now in the PAL territory, and that is the second Greedfall. This is the Dying World. So I think we reported on maybe a week or so ago that
it
Nikon
was a week ago.
was canceling a lot of their ESRB games, this being one of them. So if you want the second Greedfall, it's only available in PAL or Japan. So
I never played the first one. So
okay.
That's it. Reggie, you got anything?
You know what? I'm looking at this Eric Slum right now, seeing if there's something I would pick up, but I got a couple games here.
Okay.
How much was the Eric Slum game? Was it a regular retail price?
Yeah, it was like either like 49 or 59, something like that.
Okay, cool. All right, well, the items I have here, I don't have them labeled, so I forgot what I'm showing here, but I got the footage here. First game here, Stargate for the Game Boy.
Ooh.
It's a real thrill.
That's a rare one, isn't it? That's a hard to find. Is that hard to find?
I mean, if anything in box for Game Boy these days seems like it's just weird to find. What was funny
I just
about
meant
this one was-
the game itself. Sorry. Yeah.
Yeah, so I originally had the box and manual for this game, but at the Game On Expo, I found the cartridge for it, so now it's complete. This
Very
game is
cool.
like a puzzle type game, and it's so weird. I have no idea what's going on. You know, I guess it's more of a novelty for me because like I love the Stargate movie the series as well, so I wanted to go ahead and pick this up. I'm probably gonna get the Super Nintendo game as well one of these days, but yeah, Stargate for the Game Boy. If you like puzzles and and good story, I guess. Pick this one up.
There you go.
Yeah, moving right along here. Next game is UFO 50.
Oh,
Man.
I gotta get that.
Yeah, Jason is the one that put me onto this game. He said he was blown away because this game has been in development for like years because they had a whole bunch of people working on different games. And once they kind of perfected the games, they put them all in one. And it's pretty solid, especially for the old school 8-bit type games. So I decided to go ahead and pick it up. Haven't really played it too much yet, but this is a trailer you guys are seeing here. But I hear nothing but good things about it. So I'm looking forward to playing this one.
Is it on PlayStation?
No, the physical is only
it's
on
not.
Switch, and it's only being sold at Best Buy and I am 8-bit store, it seems, or maybe Target too.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's weird. It's not. I was hoping it was on Amazon because I had some credit there, but for some reason,
It's pretty cool. It's like 50 different developers, right, making 50 different games throughout different time eras of games, I believe, right?
Yeah, that's right.
So
it reminds me a lot of the what was that one that had the Cheetahman? The one that had the Cheetahman.
Oh, Cheetahman, yeah.
Oh,
it reminds me of that
Action 52.
Action 52. Yeah, that's what it reminds me of.
Actually, yeah.
Those weren't the Aladdin cards. That was just something. Okay, never mind. But moving right along, next game here, R-Type Command.
Nice.
This is a tactical R-Type game, which is actually pretty cool. I wasn't sure I was going to really like this one that much because I had it over the years, like a long time ago, but I never got into it. But now I feel like I have more of an appreciation for it, especially with the R-Type games getting re-released as remasters with the being able to switch to the older versions during gameplay. Thought that was pretty cool. But they're actually making an R-Type Command Part 2 that I remember reading about. So, I wanted to make sure I picked this one up again. But, definitely a different type game. But if you're into the R-Type lore, it might be something for people.
It's like a turn-based or like a strategy, like kind of
100% turn-based strategy.
Oh,
yeah. But when you do a move, though, it goes off as a cinematic move, so you can see some cool shootouts and stuff like that. Moving right along, we have Fear the Spotlight. The reason that's still sealed because I already have the game digital. Survival horror game that looks like a PS1 game, which already had me sold, and it's pretty creepy. These girls stupidly go to their high school at night. But you guys ever been to a high school at night? It looks pretty terrifying. And they're gonna do this Ouija board ritual, and it ends up turning on them. And let's just say this game turns into Silent Hill real fast. There's an alternate version of the school, and the two friends get separated. Of course, you could never get people staying together in these type of games, man. I just feel like they always split everybody up, which gets on my nerves. But it's really twisted because once you do the Ouija board, you notice you're in a library and everything starts looking like hellish or whatever like that. Like these kids on the wall, they passed away in an accident, right? And then and this isn't the normal version of the town, but when you go to the normal part of the school, the evil part of the school, now they look all demented and messed up. So that's where it gets creepy. But definitely a cool game. It's only like $25 on Amazon. They were supposed to come up with a Switch version. For some reason they silently stopped talking about that version. So I guess it might get released later, or maybe they'll release it for Switch too. Who knows? But it is available on PS5. Should have been available for PS4, honestly, as a physical. Yeah. But either way, I'm just happy it made it to physical. So Fear the Spotlight.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. It's a creepy game too, and it's like I said, it's a real throwback to Silent Hill and older horror games. They did a really good job on this game. I think this is Blumhouse's first game.
How are the controls on it? Does it control modern, or is it control like?
They're modern. They're not like tank controls, so you don't have to worry,
right.
Sean.
Right.
Good to go. Sean's like, "Where's tank controls?" Nah.
I ain't got no time for that shit.
And then we have Twinkle Star Sprites for the Dreamcast. I got this. I think James was with me when I got this one. A very good vertical shooter, a versus vertical shooter, which are very rare. There's only like 2 that I know of in existence. Very good game, man. A lot of people don't even know about it existing, but I was looking for the Dreamcast version of the game, which plays in English, and I got it for a good deal. So yeah, if you like shooters, definitely keep your eye out for Twinkle Star Sprites. It is available on modern systems like the PS4 through the ADV collection, or AD. I forget what they call it. It's a Neo Geo collection of 4 games. This game is on there, and there might be another version available on the online networks as well. But either way, you're still getting a good game, so it doesn't matter what version of the game you buy.
Isn't this is Twinkle Star Sprites also, right, Rich?
So that one is a sequel but on there, the first game is unlockable. So
right.
Wow.
yeah, just
okay.
just get a memory card with a save so that you can unlock it immediately, or use a game shark. It's annoying. They make it unlockable. Like, dude, I'm gonna play the game anyway. Just make it available. But yeah. Good
That's
game.
a pretty interesting one. That's pretty cool. Shmup, like Tetris Attack Shmup. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, like it makes it more exciting and everything like that. But yeah, that's all I'm going to show this time. So I'm good.
I believe that was a really expensive Neo Geo MVS game too. That's like one of the grails. So, speaking of Action 52, since you brought it up, there you go.
There it is.
There you go.
There it is.
What
You guys want to get controversial? I think the NES sucks. Anyways, moving on.
Look at that! Look at that on the bottom. Suggested retail price.
$200 is crazy.
$199
for garbage. Garbage.
All right. Before we get into the last segment of the night, do want to say thanks, Turner. He bought some swag, some merch. He bought a PlayStation Ain't Dead t-shirt. So shouts out to Turner.
Yo, shout out Turner.
Yeah.
Very cool. Very cool. Thank you very much. And I believe PS2 also. Did he buy?
Yeah, PS2. I think. Yeah, PS2 DC as well. Yeah.
Thank you very much. You guys are awesome. Shirts are always for sale. We don't make a dime on them, so go buy them for costs and fucking rep. So.
There you go. And let's get into the last segment. This is shit posting.
What?
This is the sound. This is ridiculous.
I love the
sound. My mom at midnight. My DS stylus in my urethra. Oh my gosh! These are all Will put these on here. These are all
wow. Oh yeah, James immediately is like, "This wasn't me. I swear, guys. Come on, guys.
It wasn't me.
Not
it wasn't me.
Not me. I didn't do it."
Oh man,
Battletoads.
Bro, that reminds me of. You guys remember that Family Guy episode where Stewie raises like a genetically enhanced pig with the fist?
Yeah.
Remember that? That's what that reminds me of.
Yeah.
Like that frog would literally just go croak. Like that's how it would. That's how it would sound.
Croak. Vixens, Gentlemen Clubs, rare Pokemon in the VIP room.
Ass clappers. Okay.
There you go.
That's fucking genius.
If it has glitter all over it, is it a shiny? Like, is that?
Yeah, I think it is. Yeah, see?
Everybody's walking. All these fucking kids are running in there with their Pokemon Go or whatever.
I'd like to order the Chris meat and Leon's beverage.
Wow.
That's fucking funny, dude.
Damn.
Chris Red Bull steak meal. Where is this at?
I don't know.
Yeah.
It's fucking genius.
Corey Feldman was the model for Scorpion and Sub-Zero.
Most definitely. Look at that.
What happened? What happened to him? Him and other Corey. Corey.
Oh, one of them. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yo, I did this. I ain't gonna lie. I did this.
Just making sure she's actually lying.
I sat there for 5 minutes and did it.
When I first saw her, I didn't realize that they only gave me one Requiem bullet. So I tried to shoot her through the glass with the Requiem bullet just to see if it would pop a trophy or something.
Sean shows violence immediately.
I know.
Sean will start the game up, it sounds like, and be like, "Man, are kids killable in this game yet?"
Well, you never know. You never know because I want to see if it like pops a trophy or something.
Dude, you played Skyrim and you immediately just took a battle axe and was like, "Hey, kid!"
Yeah, pretty much.
How my cat feels after catching his mouse toy with a bell in it. The Nemesis.
Dude, I just started and finished. I beat Ghost of Tsushima this week. And I was running around fucking hacking and slashing every fucking, every person in the town just fucking, I didn't give a shit.
You literally had no honor that entire game. That's
dude. What's funny is that they react to it too. They get like pushed back and stuff. It's funny.
Sean missed the whole point of that freaking game.
Yeah. This onion will not make me cry. Sony increased the price of the PS5. Yep. You got your PS5, right?
What's that?
Zach, you got a PS5?
No, I do not have a PS5.
Oh no.
Good.
You gotta get it before the price increase.
No, Best Buy had some clearance ones, I think, for like $300 like 2 weeks ago. And I did buy one. So I have one. I'm like, am I gonna sell it? Am I gonna keep it and play it?
Yeah.
James would sell it. That's what James would do.
Maybe. Know the work rules. I'm a sexy protagonist. Oh, you're so sweet. I'm a sexy main protagonist.
Dude,
hello, human resources.
So true. So true.
I need to download Requiem for my PC so I can put some mods on it for research purposes, guys. For research purposes.
Yeah, exactly.
Leon with no shirt on. I need to see if he can survive. Just saying.
The demon in my room watching me rub one out. Oh. Wow.
I call him Jack.
Yeah. No one.
His last name
not a
Hoff?
damn person.
Is it Jack Hoff?
Jack off. Growing pains
call him
writers. Let's call him Boner.
I always thought that was the funniest fucking thing growing up, dude. I was like, why is his name Boner?
His name was really Boner?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
That's the name of the show.
Boner?
Yeah.
Wow.
Was Dick not a good name for him? Like, I don't understand. Like,
that's crazy. Florida man caught trying to trade a ghost he captured in a Tupperware container for credit at GameStop.
he should have done it on that $5 day.
He should have.
You can trade in anything.
Yeah.
Oh, dude was late. But see,
the Pappas traded the dildo in, so it worked.
The key here is that first word. It's Florida, and I just knew the rest of the text.
Yeah, exactly.
I knew what was going on.
Chris trying to flirt. Damn, Jill, nice ass. I bet a fart. I bet it farts hard as fuck. Oh wow.
I say that to chicks all day long, dude. It's great.
That fight was so weird to me. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. That fight was weird because it was like, why was she in such a skin tight outfit? This is Resident Evil, but then I think Wesker also caught a missile in that same game too. So
hey, you got it, dude.
I guess.
Marking at its finest.
Oh my God, dude.
Will on his feet.
Yeah, Will does have a foot fetish. Yeah, and he's not here to defend himself.
Yeah.
Buyer's protection only $2 more.
Right.
If you grew up picking Toad as your Mario Kart character, you're bisexual now. I don't make the rules.
Oh man!
Listen, there were people that picked Mario. There are people that picked Peach, and then there's the people in the middle that I don't talk about.
I don't think I've ever picked Toad ever in my life.
Sean, when he sees a game card, Sean, when Crimson Desert comes out,
and then proceeds to show off a steel book of Crimson Desert.
Yeah. There you go. That's hilarious. And that was the conclusion of video game shitposting.
My ear holes, man. My ears. Jesus, that was like max volume, dude. Give it to me one more time.
That's the point. Yeah, do it up.
Give me.
Don't you feel all moist and wholesome now?
Oh man,
I
I do gotta pay one more bill real quick before we dip out of here.
After the depressants, we come to the next major group of drugs, which is the...
Okay. What are you playing?
It's Balls 3D. Look, it's balls with a Z, Will. Fighting at its ballsiest.
Okay. Looks weird.
Balls with a Z.
Balls. I'm gonna say something, and it's probably not nice, but have you ever seen like an animal's nuts wrapped in rubber bands? Now you can't unsee it. You can't unsee it. What are you doing?
Wow.
Balls. Shout out to Chris and Mama Fur.
Wow.
Mama Ferg has some hot takes right there.
Yes, she did.
You know, I have many questions, and I'm going to pocket them for all later.
At Siege last year, I got the opportunity. I think Reggie got the opportunity too to sign Daryl's balls because he was walking around with balls and having everybody sign his copy of balls.
Yeah, that was pretty funny.
That's hilarious.
Max had his phone at full volume. Why did you quickly mute it, man? You gotta put that in the system in the CRV. Yeah. You know what I mean? You gotta rattle it down the street. You
know? Zach, any final words? Where can they find you?
Plug yourself.
We talk to you.
eBay store.
So, no, okay. I'll get it in a second. Find it on all social medias at The Culture Gamer, THEE Culture Gamer, on every social media page out there. If you haven't seen us on any YouTube videos before, we've been featured on JRPG Life, Mort's Garage, Retro Rick, Phoenix Resell, everybody. We've been on everybody's channel. We're really close friends with a lot of people out there. Not Reggie though. Apparently, I guess I'm not good enough. Whatever. So many people's channels. We've been featured on so many people's channels, and it's always a blessing to be with the community and build with you guys out there. Do not buy from me on eBay. I will let you guys. First warning: do not. I am priced way high on eBay. If you ever want to buy anything from me, just let me know. Text me on Instagram. That's the best way to keep in touch with me. We post pickups all the time on our Instagram. So if you ever see something you like, just hit me up and I'll say I can ship it. No problem. That's awesome. We can work something out. So do not buy from me on my eBay page. You are the first people. Well, not the first people. You are the people to know because I will scam you on eBay. Trust me. I am 40 to 50% overpriced on eBay. Full disclosure, guys. Full disclosure.
Hey, why not? You know, you gotta throw some shit at the wall sometimes, right?
Dude, screw eBay and all their fees, but it's also the only place I can sell my niche stuff. So it is what it is. But thank you guys so much for having me on the podcast. It really means a lot. This is actually my first podcast, and I think it went really.
Congratulations!
Yeah,
we popped your cherry. Awesome. We popped your cherry.
That's it, dude. 3 other guys, man. I'll tell the whole.
Somebody give me a napkin.
Usually we have 5 guys, but
damn, the dream.
the dream.
No, but I really appreciate it, guys. It's always fun to.
It was a pleasure having you. You're an awesome guest. You know, so perfect. And I can't wait to see you. I mean, I know I'm definitely going to SoCal.
Okay.
Are you going to when's the next Retropalooza? Are you going to that?
May is the next Retropalooza in Dallas or
Is
Fort
it
Worth
May?
or whatever.
Okay. All right,
Yeah.
all right.
So
May,
we will be
I
on.
don't know.
We should be there because we're local enough that I think I can do it.
Okay.
But I kind of mentioned it earlier with my new job. It's just like, hey, do you guys mind if I take unpaid PTO to leave, and go do my thing?
Right. Do my thing. Yeah.
So it's kind of like I'm kind of like I love this job, so it's like I also don't want to lose it either.
Right,
So.
right. I think I'm going back to work in May, so it might be rough for me to be like, yeah, I'm back to work. Oh, by the way, I'm going to fucking Dallas next week. So
Exactly.
I've been out for 3 months, so by that time, so I don't know. We'll see what happens, but I'll definitely see you at SoCal, brother.
100%. Yeah.
And Siege.
And Siege. Yep. We love Siege.
We'll have to party it up because you know what? When I go to conventions, as Reggie says, I'm the life of the party. So, I come in at 3 o'clock in the morning every morning.
Yeah. Snoring. Reggie, you got anything to plug at all? Anything coming
No,
up?
no, I'm good to go, man. Just happy Zach was here, and yeah.
Sean, you got anything to plug?
I love plugging. No, well, look out for sometime this week. We'll drop part 1 of my adventures with Germ. We went to a video game arcade, and just had some shenanigans on that. It'll be like I think a 3-part series because we went to 2 arcades, we went to 2 game stores, and I'll trickle them out. It'll be on this channel, so as once Will does my thumbnail, we'll be good to go. So yeah, that's all I got to plug, baby. So.
And then I'll have my pickups video dropping in a couple days. It's about done. So
heck yeah.
I appreciate you guys tuning in, and we'll catch you guys next time.
Yes. Definitely.
Bye, everybody.
Later.
They say PlayStation ain't dead, but was it really alive? We got collectors in the house like Will Schultz and Sean Powers and LL Smooth and the Radical One. Reggie alive, the Poppers Report is such a surprise. Sometimes